All right. Talk about the power of compounding a small account visually, even a 2 to 3% a day gain. 2 to 3% a day. I mean, you can do 2 to 3% a day, I guess. Let's look at the numbers on it. Let's look at the numbers on it. Moody got something to say, don't? Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I'm letting you unmute. I guess you know. Unmute, bro.
Oh, my bad, bro. Oh, reading something. What's up?
Oh, I thought you was trying to say something.
Oh, I had said 2 to 3% a day won't keep the 9 to 5 away.
All right, so
unless you just got a huge account. But
let's look at this real quick.
Okay, you about to break it down?
Yeah, bro. So we got about what, like 200? Is it 250 trading days? About 252 in a year. Like 250.
I think it's 252.
Yeah, like 252, right? So let's look at this. It says annually. It's not really gonna be annual. We can do daily. Is it gonna do it for no? Because it's gonna take it in years if we do daily. So let's leave it on annual. We're leaving it on years. Instead of years, we're gonna do daily. So instead of years, think about this as days. Same way this is, because it's gonna be days. All right. So even with $1,000 account gaining 2% each day, each trading day, see you got 20% day one. You make 2040 day two, 2081 day three, 2021, 2122. All right. But you see, even with that, here's your visual representation. You see that you start to build up. And so even with your 83rd trading day, that's your first day making $100 in a day. Right. But you've already 5x your account. All right. So making small gains daily is going to build up. And that's where we start looking at what your point of trading is. Because if like Moody said, if your point of trading is, I want to trade to leave my job, then making 2 to 3% per day ain't gonna let that happen. Because at that point, even we get down here, you're making $500 a week, which is gonna give you about $2,000 for the month, which depending on your situation, it's gonna be a little rough, right? It's not ideal, I'll say that, right? So if your goal is, I'm trying to build up an account that I can pass to my children, then that's different. If your goal is, hey, I'm leaving my job in 2 years, this year, I'm building up the account. Next year, I'm trading the account once it's built so I can leave my job, then that works well too. So you just got to look at what your reason behind it is, and then you can start stacking it up. And you could take those quick profits, right? So if you do it that way, you could just swing trade shares. All right. So Lauren's channel would be a great channel to look at for that. You can day trade shares. And with that, you can even look at what we're calling out trades on. And instead of taking the option, you just buy the shares. So if I'm buying calls on whatever, you just buy the shares. You're not going to get the same movement, of course, but you're still going to get some of that movement, because you're going to catch that 1, 2, 3%. How do you know when the stock you are using is a good choice for options? Look at the volume, right? So you want to look at the volume of the overall stock. So if you're looking at a stock that has volume, average volume on every day is below 100,000, it's real likely that those options are going to be illiquid. All right. So when you pull up options, when you look at the options chain for whatever stock you're looking at, you want to see that there's multiple bids, there's multiple asks on there. You want to see that the spread isn't, the bid is 10 cents and the ask is $1. All right. You want to see the bid is $1 and the ask is $1.05 at the most. Like, you really don't want to start trading stuff once the bid is about $5 past, or $5 spread. Sorry, it's $5 large. At that point, it's going to be a lot harder for you to get filled, unless you're in something that you're like, I know this is about to move. Then you can kind of get a little more lenient with it. But overall, look at the volume of the stock. Stock has a lot of volume. typically those options are going to have high volume as well. Somebody asked, did I get that Sava trade from the bot? Or did I say I got that from the bot? Oh, they DM'd me that. Well, nah, I didn't. That was all me. Little secret sauce. But I'll teach y'all the sauce. I just got to pick it up. But Moody, if you're trading with 25,000 to 30,000 account, 3% is a lot. How do you use Optionprofitcalculator.com? We can do that. Let's look at that. Oh, I should not have copied your link straight out the chat because you got me on some random webs. Oh, snap. Don't hack my computer. Forgot the S. All right, let's run through real quick how to use optionsprofitcalculator.com. So there's a lot of ways you can get into it. Of course, it gets kind of deep because you can do, custom orders with different legs, of course, advanced option strategies. But keep it simple, all right? You can say, hey, I'm trading Apple. I bought this contract. I agree to the terms and conditions. I think it's going to auto-generate a range, right? Oh, I didn't even look at the contract I got. Okay, let's bounce back out of here. So let's get this contract for the 26th, 177. Let's say you got 10 of them. And let's say Apple finishes, we think Apple's going to finish between 170 and 180. All right. So when you run this, what it's going to give you is some sort of projection based on where Apple's stock price finishes for that day, where your option should/could be. This isn't taking into account an IV change, but with where it should be or could be if IV stays the same, what you're looking at, right? So you can weigh your different options here, and there's different ways you can sort it out. If you want to look at the actual dollar. All right, so if I bought 10 of these contracts and at expiration, it was at 180, then I would be looking at making $2,000 profit, all right, with this change in IV, I believe. I never looked at this column that deep. One other way you can use it, the way I like to use it sometimes is the option finder. And I use this all the time with the profit counter, because the profit counter is going to tell me, I think this stock should be at this price by this date. All right. And so if I pull up Walmart, get price, and I'm like, okay, so the profit counter is telling me Walmart should be 140 by the 24th. All right. And let's say my max risk based on my personal account, we're going to leave it blank. But you can put your max risk in there and they'll pull stuff for you. And I'm cool with doing credit spreads or debit spreads. So this is going to pull the highest percentage return based off what it pulls up if you leave it blank. All right, so it's telling me that a bullish debit spread with these strikes and this total cost will yield me a 200% return if this happens by expiration or by this date. If we get Walmart to move to this price, we're going to take debit spreads off. We're going to say we got $300 to put up. All right. So if you got $300 to put up, you think Walmart's going to hit 140 by the 24th, then it's saying, hey, you buy 4, August 26, 139 cost for $63 per contract. Walmart hits your target price by that date, then you should be looking at a 124% gain or $314 based off your $300. All right. Sean, Sean, funny, bro. Oh, Erica, you back on? No, I didn't get SAVA from the bot. Why do tickers have? Okay, let me stop back. Let me scroll back up here. Can I explain the money bag signal chat? Money bags. I was thinking about if y'all still follow his channel or not. Dennis did a lot of digging into money bags. I'm gonna invite Dennis to the stage if he can share. Don't unmute you. I don't know what you're saying, bro. I might have to. Can you unmute so I can hear what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't think you saw the comment that I put after that.
Well, if you can give some information, bro, based on what you've done. I did a little bit. Obviously, I put
Yeah,
it.
I was going to ping you about money bags too, bro. I mean, he's a good, trader, but I don't know if people really was following him like that.
Oh,
And I
it's
know
fast, bro.
he ain't cheap, bro. So I mean, he builds like accounts from like 5K to like 50K. So yeah, money bags, it's a real person, but he uses bots for his trades, but he uses a software. Damn, what was the name of that software? I think it's Trade Desk. It's sort of like a scanner with also a brokerage all in one, or was it Trade Ideas? I think it was Trade Ideas. Yeah, I think it's called Trade Ideas if you go to that website. But it's pretty much a scanner and like a brokerage service all in one, because I think he's based out of Canada. So they don't have the PDT rule, right? So let's say you're trading 25K and here you have the PDT rule. So let's say you use the whole 25K here, then you're done, right? For trading, because he trades shares and you need to let that money settle. But with his account, I mean with Canada, they don't have that rule in place. So he can trade 25K, sell those shares and then use that same profits in addition to the 25K to make more trades. So his trades are really quick. He trades a lot of shares. He trades a lot of momentum stocks at the open. So as soon as market open, you know how you get that momentum. So he's a momentum trader, but he trades a lot of penny stocks with big moves. So, he has the tickers, his entries, but they're so quick. I try to follow him a couple of times and, some of them were good, but I lost money because by the time I bought shares for the ticker he put in, he was already selling. So, his trades move really quick. You need to have like the software that he has. That way you can like get in the trade and get out with the click of a button. But he's definitely good. It's just that, his trades are just really quick. That's pretty much what it is. But he's built, I saw some of his challenges where he built like 5K to like 50K in 30 years. I mean, not 30 years, 30 days. One challenge I was fascinated with, I think he turned like 10K to like 1.2 million in 30 days, which was like crazy. So if you quick enough, on that trigger, then definitely jump in. But like I said, you mess around with his trades, you'll blow your account.
Yeah, because I've tried that before as well. Like I've sat here with TradingView open and with this open. And the problem that can come with it, like you said, is, and I have talked to him about this part before, is because it's penny stocks typically and they move quick, is him having to type this out. I mean, he obviously just uses like a template for this part, but having to type out ticker, here's the price, here's the target, here's the exit, in that moment of me trying to send this out, if it takes me 45 seconds trading at the open, like this thing could have already, it's not the same price.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. So that software that he has, it tells you the entry, the exit, the stop loss, to take profit. So it's just more of like a copy and paste, and he just puts it in there, and then he'll just let you know like, hey, I'm getting in now, getting in this. But yeah, I mean, it's mostly, penny stocks, but and he trades shares. So he doesn't do options. He trades shares too. So yeah, they're just really quick. But yeah, I was going to ask you, because I don't know if people still use them. He's good. It's just that they're too quick for me.
Yeah, I think you might be able to. And so if anyone's going to look at trying to use this, I think what your best bet might be is you would literally have to have his channel open and your brokerage account open simultaneously. You have to, but I would say just, I would look at the prices and use the targets, right? So if I see him call it out, and this is GBOX, price enter 175, stop loss 171. If I see the call out and I look at my brokerage and it's at 173, I'm gonna get in. I'm in, set my stop loss, set my profit target, and I would manage it that way, and just accept that a lot of these, either he types them out. This is how he explained it to me when I was talking about it. He was like, I tried to type them out before I get in, but then of course he done missed the trade. And then typing them after, sometimes we gonna miss them. It's the same thing personally. I get it myself because I'm calling trades as well. And it's like, bro, y'all, shit, I've had trades. I took a loss on it because I'm like, hey, y'all get out. And then I go back and my stuff never filled. But y'all got out. But I'm like, damn, I took -10 trying to get y'all out the trade. My limit order never sold. So it's probably a way you can make some money with it, but you do got to make sure you just on your toes with it too.
Yeah, he has a YouTube as well. If anybody want to check it out,
He goes live sometimes.
Yeah, he goes live on YouTube. It's called Rags to Riches. So just type it in YouTube, and just you can see his live trading of like how quick it is, and that way that can give you an idea of like, all right, is this something I can like follow? And then also you need to know how many shares he buying too. So I think he said that he buys I don't know, depending on where his account size is, but he definitely buys a lot of shares. Pretty much, if he has a $25,000 account, he's probably buying like over like 1,000 shares or something like that to make that move and to get that profit, because you can see it's $2.80, right, and the price target is like 310, so you need to buy a lot of shares. I don't know if it has it in that spreadsheet that he had.
I'm trying to find another one.
But yeah, you would need to know that before you jump in, because you'll be trying to figure out like, well, how many shares should I buy? And by the time you try to figure all that out, the stock already moved.
The other thing is he take hella trades per day. All right.
Yeah.
Like August 1st, he took 17 trades.
Yeah.
August 1st. You know what I'm saying? So like even in that, you would literally have to be sitting at your computer with that channel and a brokerage account and just.
Yeah, he said he only trade for the first hour. Kind of like
he does.
He only trade for the first hour and then he's done. So
yeah. So
if
you can make that sacrifice.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought about doing it before. I said, yeah, bro. I don't think this, like when I talk about like trading like comfortably, profitably, and consistent, I don't think I'd be comfortable trying to.
I definitely lost. I didn't lose money because of him. I lost money because I just couldn't. I didn't get filled at the right order, and I'm like, yo, you gotta be kidding me. You on to the next? Like, I'm still trying to figure out. Like, what's going on? Like, hold on, bro. Hold on.
Because even in that, again, 17 trades in an hour means that he taking trades. Well, that's a trade every 3 minutes.
Yeah.
A closed trade every 3 minutes at that. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a lot. Appreciate you, Dennis. Thank you for your chiming in. I forgot what the word is called. Cameo. Is it cameo?
I guess you could say that.
I was looking at Lauren to give me the. Lauren gonna know. Yeah, he made a cameo appearance.
Caveat?
Not a caveat, D-Wiz.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to say.
I appreciate it, bro. No, not a caveat. Even though right now I can't explain what a caveat means. I know what it is. Yeah, it's like, okay, a caveat is like I'm giving this class and the caveat. Okay, I can't explain it right now.
Yeah, me neither. I just know I've heard the term, and I know
what
that's
it
what
is.
it might have been.
The thing would be like, yo, I'm giving this class, but the caveat is I don't use any of this for my trading.
Yeah. It's like,
That's basically what, yeah.
but the other part of it
Okay.
is
like, yeah, but that's true though. So that's the thing.
hey, you heard me like, wait a minute, I need to come back and look at this bot.
Oh, I didn't know we had all this stuff.
When did start doing this? Hold on, Bill Gates did what? I'm glad we running this class so I can know he bought $76 million worth of shares. I wouldn't know.
I didn't know we was following Bill Gates.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, crypto signal. Oh, Ethereum Classic. Oh. So let me go look at Ethereum Classic.
There were some other questions in the chat too about
They just gonna have to miss it. No, I'm playing. Does golden sweepstakes mean meme stocks? No. The potential memes were the social spikes. Golden sweeps are where you're just gonna see those really large option orders that came through. It was Cameo. I appreciate you. Y'all so helpful. Oh, am I supposed to be answering the question? I think I just zoned out. Okay, I don't know. I'm supposed to be answering. Sean said, "What is an automated trading system?" Oh, Sean, you meant to send that in the actual chat. You DM me that, bro. But I got you, dog. Got you. But yeah, no, the meme stocks or potential meme stocks you can find in the social spikes bot. Because this is going to show you what tickers are being talked about across social platforms a lot. So you might see some movement on those because everybody's talking about it. When you get past 25K, does it take 2 days for money to settle in Canada?
Yeah, if you trade in shares, yeah, it takes 2 days. But Canada doesn't have, so yeah, Canada doesn't have the PDT rule. So
that's just US.
Yeah, that's just us. So if you had 25K and you spent 25K on a trade, you can trade again with that same 25K. So, that's but the flip side is that Canada brokerage, they charge abnormal fees. Like their fees are like double ours, well, triple ours. So like I think our fees are really small, but Canada fees are like almost like a car payment, depending on how much you trade.
That's what Avery said too.
Yeah. So it's a pro and a con, I guess.
Bill Gates needs to give the young folks a chance. Yeah, funny, bro. Oh, let me tell y'all, we doing a 24-hour Zoom, man. We are gonna put it together. 24-hour Zoom. But we was gonna do it today. And I was talking to somebody and they was like, dude, not tonight no more, D-Wiz. We was gonna do it tonight. And then I was talking to somebody about it and they were like, dude, you don't realize, probably because y'all do that type of stuff, how big that is. Like, don't nobody do that. Like, you should have like a flyer and like a guest lineup. I'm like, dang, you right. Cause we should just do it just because we do it. So we're gonna get I've been talking to some people. We're gonna get some people like lined up. And what we're looking at is basically having, Pastor Jay's gonna probably kick it off, pre-market Zoom on Friday, only 24 hours. Jay's gonna do the pre-market Zoom at 8:30. We roll from the pre-market Zoom to Pastor's live trading. Pastor's gonna live trade. Whenever he done live trading, I'm probably gonna pop in live trade. I got a couple people who are gonna be able to come on and do some live charting. You know, Moody will come on, do live charting to teach. You know, I got class. You know, we got guest speakers that'll come on. DC gonna come talk about some stuff. Kim, I think Kim on this Zoom. Kim, y'all, Kim a dog, y'all. Is Kim on here? I don't know. I don't know if Kim on here. I don't know. Maybe she is, maybe she not. Kim a beast, bro. Kim studied under Mike, who taught us the Ellie Wave class. If y'all saw me and Kim's DMs, y'all, no wonder I ain't lose this week. Moody. But Kim go crazy. So Kim is gonna do some she's gonna be able to do some live chart and stuff. But yeah, so we got 24 hours. We're gonna get it planned out. I'm gonna put a flyer together. And by me, I mean my graphics person gonna put the flyer together. I'm gonna probably ask y'all to like put it on y'all story or something, you know what I'm saying? Let some folks know. We gonna be on this thing, bro. We gonna be in this thing, right? Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro.
Let's go. We
Yeah,
in here.
yeah.
24 hours. It's not stopping.
Yeah, 24 Kobe.
Let's go. And somebody raise their hand. What's
what
your
up, MK? Come
question?
holler at me.
Can it be like on a Sunday so we can roll in with Forex into the market, to the open
That's a fact.
I'm gonna be
so
at
we
church.
start with Forex with
yeah.
Bang or something like that, then roll into stocks, options, you know, pre-market, past the blah blah blah.
He said Sunday. Monday morning, somebody gonna blow their accounts. They probably asleep going to
They're
church.
gonna be like, bro, I'm tired.
Well, I'm saying because if we do
call,
if you do Friday, you know what I'm saying, the only thing we're gonna have is crypto. So I'm saying that way we can touch on everything damn near in the Discord if we do Sunday to Monday.
I talked to Bane about doing Forex on Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, because Sunday people gotta go to work too, bro.
I mean, hey.
Everybody ain't a full-time day trader like you, bro.
He said, forget them, y'all. I'm gonna be up. So that's why we had to keep it Friday, bro.
Hey, if you're trying to take some bags off the table, I ain't going to sleep. Forget that.
Hey, let's do it.
That man, yeah, bro. Forget them.
Yo, when we doing this? Because I know we was gonna do it today.
Take off work on Monday, y'all.
When you trying to do this, bro?
Next Friday.
Next Friday. What's next Friday? Next Friday is
the
27th.
26th, bro.
Oh, 26. That's Saturday.
26. All right.
You can tell Moody ain't swinging no contracts. 26.
No, it's not that, bro. I'm looking at the calendar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I just meant, bro, man, listen, I don't want to say, man, you see my background? I'm somewhere up there. Just let Moody breathe, man. Chill out, bro. Throw your hood on, you feel me? ET go home or something, bro. Yeah,
Go get my bowl of cereal, huh?
You feel me? Captain
Get my
that
cereal,
ass.
bro. All right,
but yeah, the 26th. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, bro.
As long as my wife says, you know.
We're gonna have shifts, man. We're gonna have a little rotation, bro. You know, we're gonna have a smooth layout so that people can know, like 2 p.m. Kim is.
Bro, ain't no shifts with me and you, bro. Stop it. Like, who is you playing? Like,
we not going to, but other people will.
That sound good, bro.
Yeah, but we're gonna be on there, man. We're gonna run it.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do. So that's gonna be next Friday. We're gonna get the graphic put out. You know, we're gonna be turned all night. Bring your dinner, bring your wine, bring your sneaky links and your husbands and your wives at the same time. They can get on the Zoom too.
You feel me? Tell a friend to tell a friend, and tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell your baby mama to come on with the baby. And your
baby mama don't need to know how much you get in the stock market. She like,
hold up. All right, bro. We'll make your baby mama some money too. She gonna be straight.
Yeah, we gotta take care of the baby.
I already made her enough money. She good.
You feel me? No, man, it's all right, bro. It's so much money. Let me be quiet.
Yeah, man, you gotta take care of the babies, man. The baby.
Hey, do y'all hear all this background noise?
Nah,
Okay, cool.
your butt was in the camera. Hey, it hard to hide that though, huh?
My what? I heard something else. I don't know.
Nah,
Moody,
you
Hey,
heard
Jordan,
it.
you gotta
don't
let me
worry.
you going down in Georgia,
Just
bro.
keep
We got
rolling.
Moody, bro.
Let you know when I'm going to, bro. I'm going to Atlanta tomorrow. I'm in
Yeah,
Alabama.
come on,
right
bro. Like, what you what?
now. Bro, I've been saying that.
Oh, Dennis, you in Atlanta?
Nah, I say
Ah.
I said Jordan gotta let me know when he get down there. I was going to shoot down there, but he told me he going tomorrow, bro. 24-hour trips. Like, you flying private? I
Where you
forgot.
at, Dennis?
He flying private. I'm in DC.
Dennis
Oh,
up
you
there.
in DC.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm waiting for Lauren to come through. She said she was supposed to be moving 6 months ago, but she you know. See the way my bank account set up is like
Hey, real
kind of
talk.
hard.
Yeah, so long story short. Jay, stop laughing so hard, bro. It's not even that funny.
Yeah, she was supposed to be up there 6 months.
He said 6 months ago. I've been waiting. I thought it was
sure
gonna be
did.
girl summer. I'm like, Lauren, come
I
through,
did
let's
say
go.
this. Okay, listen, y'all. Okay.
I'm trying to see if I'm gonna hear the
Long
same
story
story.
Yeah, long story short that Jay keeps laughing at. Stop laughing. It's not funny. I changed my mind. So I'm still stop.
She's saying those prices. Like what?
Yeah, no, you're right. No, that's
What?
exactly
That changed
what
my
happened.
mind.
What?
I was looking at apartments and it was like 2,200 for 500 square feet. And I was like, nah,
Yeah.
you got me messed up because I'm extremely frugal. However,
Yeah, now you see why I day trade and work 9 to 5.
yeah, and so anyways, but I'm gonna be there next month. I haven't bought the ticket yet, but I'm gonna be in DC next
Oh, you
month.
need it?
All right,
Sure.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what's up. Yeah, we can. Let's definitely get up. And then D Wiz, I know he
D-Wiz, yeah, I was gonna
he
tell
out
D-Wiz
earning, so
too.
we definitely, he close, so we can definitely get up.
Well, you wouldn't
Yeah.
tell me we was doing a little thing out in DC.
Just waiting for Jordan to come through.
I just need a date.
It's
You
whenever,
wanna
bro.
come, Jay, to DC?
I just, I would have thought you would have told me. You were gonna tell me tomorrow when I came down there, huh?
I was.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Or I thought I already told you. I didn't. It's okay.
You
It's
might
all
have.
right.
You know
Oh,
me.
yeah, that's fine.
Inside trader bots, social spike bots. What's going on? I can't keep up.
That's none of y'all business.
Yes. So next month I have to buy the ticket, but I'll be in DC next month.
Okay, we're gonna meet up with D-Wiz. D-Wiz,
Mhm.
in West Virginia.
Meet up with D Wiz. Yeah, D Wiz and the Bonies. I forgot. Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
No, I'm
You
gonna
coming,
pop out
Moody?
on the Wiz. Huh?
You gonna come to DC with us, Moody?
That's the big fact. I gotta go see my brother.
Yeah.
And I definitely gotta go see Dennis, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's whatever. Just let me know.
Double what's up? Who else?
I thought that's what we was gonna do.
Who
to
else
meet
out
up.
DC on here? I mean, who else out, DC, Virginia?
I mean, who else we finna go meet up with? But
I don't
DC.
know who else.
Oh, speaking of DC, I'm finna go meet.
Oh, Loretta's there.
Oh, Loretta, let's go.
Yeah,
Ain't
let's
nobody
do it.
coming
Oh.
to Dallas. Ain't nobody
That's
going to Dallas, Shay.
I was just in Shay Dub, you in Dallas? I was just in Dallas last weekend for the Kevin Hart joint.
You look like a gang member.
All these long story short.
Is that a gang member back there?
Damn, I ain't know Shay Dub was in Dallas. I would have hit you up. Dallas is cool, man. Dallas is a nice city.
It's straight.
Yeah.
It's just fun to be on team against Dallas.
The stadium is definitely, I don't know about
Thank you, Dennis, because Jordan always talking crap.
but yeah, that parking
She and
sucked.
I are here.
About that though, y'all parking is something else, man. Like God, man, I got paid for
I'm pretty sure it's worse where you are.
Yeah, that's because I know the spots at, but yeah.
Dennis got plugged with the parking people.
I mean, you just got monitored. You just got paid a little dude on the corner. Let me stop. Yeah, let me know if you see somebody rolling. Say, all right.
Oh yeah, we gotta. We real talk though. We might end up in Dallas at the end of October anyway. So
I'll be waiting. I'll be here.
Bet. If you know, you know.
Just change it.
Oh, the food in DC. Who said the food in DC sucks?
He said. So we said what?
Somebody said the food in DC sucks.
Who in Miami?
What?
Anybody in Miami?
Yeah.
You just
Bang
gotta
in
know where to
Miami.
go. You can get any type of food.
Bang
you want.
Miami?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta hit Bang up then.
Lauren
Okay,
from
bad.
Miami.
Miami.
From Miami.
These, not
What's
these.
up?
Oh, Lauren, you in Miami?
No, I'm from Miami.
Where is Kia
Oh,
Mia
all right.
at, bro? Kia Mia in Miami too. I don't know where she been though.
Oh, for real?
Mm,
But I was so she cool.
And Brit.
I'm doing a meal
Red
in
in
Miami.
Orlando.
Where in Miami, Lauren?
South Miami. Kendall. Boring. Boo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who that?
Oh, we got a question about. Hold on, we got an actual question about Discord. We forget
Uh-oh.
that
Let's get it.
we forgetting what we really here for. The 1K challenge. Got discussed it with will it be any trade recaps, watch lists. Basically, I'm just gonna call a swing trade or two, like last 30 minutes of the market. We're gonna take profits at open, and that's it. That's it.
Yo, don't let these
That's
folks
simple?
mess with you this time, Jordan, because they did the last time. Don't let them mess with you, bro.
Yeah, bro. Last time everybody was in my ear. As soon as I
Yeah.
said, hey, you know what? Forget it. Challenge over. I'm doing it myself. Next day, 2K.
People should do,
Just let me
Jordan.
work, bro.
What they
Don't let
should
them
do,
do it to
Jordan,
you.
was smart. They should do the 1K challenge, learn as much as possible, and use the profits to buy lifetime. That's what they should do if they were smart.
That's what we're doing, bro. I'm gonna tell
That's
them
the whole
to do
game
Take
plan.
the challenge, take the challenge, learn, and then whatever you make off of that, make enough, take the challenge to a lifetime subscription and pay it back to Jordan. And just get your lifetime together with the team.
Nah, we're paying back
That's
to
the
you.
goal.
That's investing into yourself. Now you
that.
stuck
You,
with
bro.
us.
That's literally the plan, though. Like we take it. I ain't, I don't believe in jinxing per se. I haven't failed yet, but my plan is once we get to 2K, I might keep going, and then just be like, hey, it's $200 a month for a monthly membership. You just made $100. I mean, you just made $1,000. Here's 5 months. Like you have 5 months now that you ain't do nothing for. Go study the charts. Go do whatever, bro. Like, you're welcome. Starts on the 29th. But that's it. It's just gonna be swings, like 1 or 2 swings, just like I've been doing. Like,
Woo-hoo. Let's go.
Yeah, I think that'd be good because I think a lot of people it's hard for them to like day trade sometimes. You know,
yeah,
they're not
that's
quick
why
enough.
I asked. That's why I asked. You know, what would be easier for y'all? Ain't no point in doing it if y'all ain't gonna be able to keep up. See what we got. I'm gonna vote for day trade.
Yeah, people gotta go back in the office and school about to start.
Now, one thing I would like to see, Jordan, or maybe this is really towards you, Moody. I mean, I know you're really not a financial advisor, but like the real serious full-time traders and stuff, like, you have like any implementations that you may be doing in the future for like having tax people that's like good with like getting people's insurance together, long-term investments and stuff like that for like people that really want to take this to the next level to where this is like their main source of income. So they kind of know what other things they need to do on the side, the back end, and still live a regular life.
Can you repeat your question one more time? Because I was laughing at the beginning.
So my question
Because-
is like, this is really for Jordan and you too. So like, is there anything in the future about maybe getting some sort of like outside resources, like for people that are like full-time traders, that like, you know, for example, like tax people for like taxes end of the year, people that are good with like handling like insurances, because, you know, you're full-time traders, some people may not have access to health insurance and stuff like that, like long-term like investments for like, you know, if you want to do Seth RAs, things like that. I mean, I know you guys aren't financial advisors and you're not obligated to do that type of stuff.
No, yeah, fact. So, to be honest with you, I have a lady right now that's been doing our taxes for a while, and she had people that I always been investing in the stocks. So she's been helping me in like little loopholes that she can help me with that I'm aware of because I haven't learned like tax stuff myself. She does it all for me, and as well, when I say my family, not my whole family, but like my wife and I. But my wife right now, is on the verge of literally learning how to do it. Not just filing taxes, but knowing the right way to go about certain things for me, right? And for me to just grow my business as well, like with me getting a trading platform, not a trading platform, but like what I'm doing here with Jordan and stuff like that, right? In the long run. But one thing that I would mention is I forget her name, but beautiful, beautiful spirit. Her aura was amazing. Jordan had brought her into the Discord. She actually did a class. I believe it's on Jordan's YouTube channel. Jordan, do you remember her name?
It's on the screen right now.
Oh, I ain't looking.
And
okay, so Jordan.
Yeah.
So I'll let Jordan pick it up from here because he had found a resource that he had a relationship with and brought her along to the Discord. And she provided a lot of information that myself didn't even know as well that I still have to go back and do some due diligence myself on that, right? But yeah, that's as much as I would say. Like, of course, Jordan and I will get together as well with the rest of the team members and, you know, find more resources as well as we learn and provide it to the Discord every single time. Yeah. So to answer your question, yes. And I'll hand it over to Jordan.
Thanks, Morty. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
My answer is hit up Abby, bro. I'm actually I'm about to follow up with her right now because she was supposed to be sending me over some stuff so I could put together a tax channel where all that info will be stored in the Discord for you. So I'm
yeah, if you want to put her IG in there too, Jordan, because she do I follow her on IG and she go live a lot. And then about like, you know, she just go live about tax stuff. So if y'all got questions, you can hop on her live and then just ask her questions. But yeah, she's definitely really good, really kind spirit, open heart.
yeah, she is.
But Jordan is the income king. So if you want to know about that.
I don't do all that, bro.
I like Jordan a lot, man. He does a lot for the people. I think he, like I told him before, like he does a lot for the people. I feel like it's not just about just being here trading options and stuff, but we learning, we growing, you know, psychology, you know, with just money, how to manage our money, other ways to make money as well. Like you said, there's a lot of people in here, like Moody said, that don't even trade. They just come for the motivation. Some people here for like the real estate that y'all thinking about doing. So it's a lot of different things, resources that's available. But I appreciate it.
Hey, man, Jordan for nothing.
And one thing I'll
get you that jersey.
One thing I'll mention, my bad, Dennis. One thing that I'll mention as well, Jordan also just brought a new team member onto the team. Her name is Loretta. I also know Loretta from me starting in my journey. Loretta's actually the person that put me on Pundy X and I caught the runner. Loretta's really the reason of a lot of my run-ups too in crypto, because she was that person that when I first joined Capital Gains, when the first Discord that I talked to you about, she just brought it upon her own to just hit me up and like, yo, Moody, what up? And this and this and this and that, and just like help navigate me. Even though I understood a little bit about what I was doing and investing in the Bitcoin and Ethereum, she helped me to not be shy in Discord. She also helped me to understand cryptocurrency and learn how to research as well. Loretta's the person that actually connected me with D-Wiz, right? So, and that's why, like, if y'all hear in the chat when I be like, man, I miss you so much, it's because I hold her dear to my heart because that's my road dog. And things that I nature, she's helped. What's going on, Loretta? But yeah, what's popping, bro? But she's a real genuine person. If you need any type of help regarding cryptocurrency, how to research, or even navigating in a chat, she's here to help out Lauren and she as well. But definitely reach out to Loretta. She's a people person and she's always willing to help. I just wanted to shout you out.
You're embarrassing me. I wasn't prepared to even say nothing, but thank you. You know, I appreciate you, Moody, and I'm always here if anybody needs any help. I like to help beginner crypto investors because I struggle so much. So if anybody has any questions or just concerns. I don't trade it. I buy it, but I'm learning every day more and more. So y'all just hit me up. I'm so happy to be here.
Happy to have you. Luther, what a dude.
Luther.
Luther back
Hey,
home.
Jordan and everybody.
What a dude.
Home.
When I got into the Discord,
Hey, y'all.
when I got into the Discord and how I got in, I would right now what I see and what I've seen what Jordan does for all of us and everything that's available to us, this is like a $10,000 Discord right here for you to come in a lifetime. So I appreciate you letting us in when we did and how we did.
Look at Jordan.
Thank you, Jordan.
Nah, facts. And that's why I'm always you know, that's why I always tell people like, man, I appreciate all the love that I get, but you have to understand you wouldn't know who I am or my genuineness or the person that I am if it wasn't for Jordan, bro. So like I really appreciate him, like for real. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for Jordan, you wouldn't meet Loretta, trust me. You'll see.
Hey,
yeah, he over there eating.
What's crazy? I got
Luther.
home. What's crazy? I got home. My wife woke me up talking about, you know, you got to get on your Zoom meeting.
Let's go. You see, that's love right there. That's love.
Yeah, well, I'm tired, boy. What was the class about tonight? What was the class about? I don't even know. I missed all that.
Oh, well, he eating. So the class was about
using
bots.
the bots.
Making money.
Yeah. Basically, how to utilize the bots and pay for your membership on Discord, right? He was going through each and one of the bots from the Strap bots. I'm not looking at them right now, so I don't know all of them from the top of my head, but I know that there's a Strap bot, crypto bot, and things of that nature. And he was just teaching people how to utilize it and also going to the chart and just breaking it down detail, going in depth with it and showing people how to do it. And in the process of him doing it as well, he found, I believe it was ECL, which I forgot the dollar amount that
76 million.
$76 million that I was about to say Will Smith, God bless him, but Warren Buffett,
Bill Gates,
Bill Gates. See, look at me. Don't mind me. I'm in the sky somewhere. But Bill Gates had invested into. But since you're done eating, I'll let you take it over from here, bro.
Oh, yeah, Luther. This class was how to make the Discord pay for itself. One, we just talked about, you know, at the current rate of $200 per month, blah blah blah. People think it sounds crazy at first when they think about other Discords. We not other Discords, and $200 is getting two $500 trades to get 20% on.
Yeah,
20% on $500. That's $100. You know, you get twice, and we have an 80% win rate minimum week after week. So getting 20%.
I'll tell you what I did today.
What you do?
I got in this day trade today, right? But I did it wrong. Driving the truck, being fast. I thought he had call on there, and then I hit the call button, got in the trade, and realized it looked back at this trade and it was a put.
Oh man.
Moving fast, driving that truck, trying to get in on something. Yep, that was me today. So slow down. And but I got the trade real quick once I realized it. But then it had done rained on. Zay was already up, trying to get himself together, man.
Hey Luther, so what did you learn in this process? And then I'd like to say something that I heard that you can take from this.
Yeah, what I learned was I looked, as soon as he put it on there, I looked at the chart and I was like, oh yeah, man, this one going down too. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get in. Then I hit the button. I went to Webull. I didn't even think about it. I just hit the button, hit it twice, and I don't know why my Webull is like this. Green is down and red is up on my phone. I don't know how to get it off. So when I realized I'm like, oh yeah. Then I seen the minus sign. I was like, man, something right. And I looked, I said, man, this man got puts on here, and I had to gather it real quick. Like, plus I was on the phone with my broker. That would made it worse. But it was my fault. It was my fault because I should have paid attention. But I didn't lose nothing. I think I lost like $3 or $3 or something. But yeah, man, I made a big mistake today. So slow down, pay attention. Don't be like Luther making all the mistakes.
Nah, yeah. So you could look at it as a mistake, right? One thing about the Weeble, I'll whenever like just hit me up so I don't forget. It's in your settings where you can change all of that stuff, right? I just forget exactly because it's tedious, but it's in your settings. You can change all of that stuff. It's just like how you could change like the greets and the things that you want to see when you're sliding it across the screen. But what I was gonna say is, we know we made a mistake, right? Because we bought a call instead of the put, right? And that was the signal that was put out. So we know that, right? But we also made a good decision. And what was that good decision that we want to lean on, right? That good decision was cutting that trade quickly. One, you cut it quickly, not only because you realized that he put out a put, but what can we take from this and implement it into our strategies? You cut something quickly. You see how I lost like $3, something like that. You didn't like the trade anymore. So like now when you're in a trade, and it could have been the right alert, whether you like the trade, you know what I'm saying? And this is just for a loss. Whether you like the trade and it's like now you don't like it no more, you're nervous, whatever the case may be, cut it. Because now you're going to trade with your emotions. You may say, oh man, guess what? It jumped back, it went back green. But guess what? You know for a fact you was trading with your emotions now. Because you don't know what was going on that chart. And you was just going to guide yourself with Zay or Avery or Jordan, someone that put out a trade, right? So always keep that in mind. When there's a mistake, there's always something that you can gain from that and something that you can take away from that that's positive.
And another
so good job on cutting that quickly, bro.
And another good thing, I wasn't emotional about it. I'm gonna tell you something crazy that happened today. I cut back. I didn't even go in heavy. I just went and bought like 3 contracts instead of trying to go big. Just cut a little contract. I wasn't even emotional. So it was like in my mind, it was just like, okay, I see the trade. I looked at the chart and got in. But man, as soon as I realized I'm talking about it wasn't no emotion, I wasn't mad. I was like, damn, oh man, let me get it. And I just hit that button. I like that about Weeble. You can hit that button and you out of there. I'm like, I was out of there. I ain't even look. I don't even care what I was out of there. I was just out of there because I know I was wrong. I don't even know what. It was just like I'm playing the bad. So usually I don't know if I was in the truck that I didn't want it freaking out, but it was like, man, I got to get out of this. And but
look, check it out.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, but now see, look what we did here. First, you was talking about the mistake. Now you realize, hey, there was something that we learned from it. And as soon as you digested that, your reply was another strength that you realized, right? That you didn't realize at first. You know what? Hey, I wasn't emotional on that trade. So when you cling to positive thoughts and when you cling to something of growth, that thought automatically on that frequency is gonna want to cling to something else. But you just got to keep that extreme focus on that thought, and that's all it is. It's just focus.
Yeah, that was good. It was good, and I wasn't really mad about nothing. But I got to just put on a few more things, and I got to. Even though I got in that trade, I didn't know what my out was, so I should have had that too. But yeah, you got to have all that going into the trade. You got to have the complete plan. Even if you get a trade for somebody, I still got to process everything at that moment. You got to be able to process it quickly, react. So them are things you got to work on. But all in all, it was a good week. So I still, to me, I made money regardless, but
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you,
go.
Luther.
There you go.
Exactly, man. I'm super proud of you, bro. That's growth. Like remember all the other calls and think of this call. That's a lot of growth, bro. I'm proud of you. And remember one thing, that it's a process, right? And with it being a process, nothing is going to just happen. You know, sometimes it's second nature to others. And maybe, you know, they've been, it may be second nature because they've been through that type of nature before, right? But what you were saying about, hey, I didn't have a plan. You know, now you're figuring out like, okay, even though I made the wrong mistake, but I also didn't have a plan in the trade, you know, and I'm cutting those losses quick or those mistakes quick. But remember that in due time, that's going to speed up, where you're going to be like, Zay put out a trade. Okay, cool. Bank of America, $45 call. I'm just calling something out. $45 call. Okay, boom. What is the Greeks telling me? All right. I'm looking at this weekly. Oh, let me look at the next week. You're automatically going to start thinking that. Let me look at the next week just in case, because I really don't know what Zay's seeing. I don't got time to ask him. If I go next week, my theta is lower. If it turns into a day trade, I still get the great percentages. They may get 20 percentages more, but I'm gonna be right behind them. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe when he finished cutting, you know, I can ask him, is this a good swing? Because I'm still in profit and possibly swing that. You know what I'm saying? But that's all that you see how quick I'm thinking about that? That comes from a year and some change of experience of literally doing that. So it became second nature to me. Just like when you jump on that truck, you know what gear to hit. You know, like, hey, these cars are hitting the brakes over there. Let me go ahead and drop down to this gear. You already know what to do because it's second nature to you, right? So just give yourself time, man. And I'm so super proud of you, man. Fried Daddy, what it do?
What's up, everybody?
What's going on, man?
Right.
Man, my internet. What's up, Quinn? Hey, man, I did it today, man. I did it, bro. I get on SPX at about 12:22 and roll that thing down to what is it, man? About 42.39 down to about 42.27. That thing down.
Let's go.
Problem
Let's go. Let's
I was
go,
on
boys.
calls,
Let's
baby.
go, baby.
I was on calls.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You got it.
Let's
You got
go.
It was making a cup and handle, and then it just like it was broke. Like the teapot was broke. You know what I'm saying? So instead of making the cup and handle, it's like it just made it.
I'm
It's
a
like
little teapot short.
yeah, and it killed my bank account real quick. So
oh man, come on.
Yeah.
I watched that mother go down. I was like Luther. I was like, it's kicking my A, motherfucker.
Hey, you got to know that stop loss before you get in. Trust me,
Well,
it's going to move.
I was, bro, but I was watching that. I was watching the tape. I was trying not to watch the.
You don't want to. You trying to
loss.
watch the
I was
candle.
watching that teacup, and then went to going, and I said, "That motherfucker." I said, "It's 12:30, ain't it?" And they said,
No.
"Yeah." I said, "There's
SPX
12:30
move too
flip."
fast. SPX move too fast for that, man. You got to know what you're going to get out of that and what you want to get out of it. You got to know quick because it's going to move.
That's a fact.
You got to get in.
Yo,
you got to, like, before you put that
Here's
trigger
the
to
problem.
buy.
It never moves quick in my direction. That's the only problem.
But that's what I'm saying. It's going to move either way quick. So you better know if 15% of your stock, you better have it set. Because it's going to go from 15 to 35 quick.
Shout out to Fried Daddy and shout out to Shay Dove out here walking, talking all that chart talk. I love it. Without the charts being up, that's fire. And yo, look, she got her camera up so I could see her. Shout out to you too. Man, you better start showing people how to use that option watch list. You know what I'm saying? All these new people don't know about them bangers. You better start putting them out and stop keeping them a secret. You feel me?
Look. I'm gonna type something. Model she. I didn't hit that IG up.
Hey, it's a family,
He's
man.
a model boy.
So, listen, the only person I met in life is Jordan and Britt. And man, like I know y'all like some family, man. So this is dope, man, for real. So like you're not getting this everywhere for sure. So like it's fire. It's fire for sure.
It is. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna get it back. I'm gonna get it back. It's just one of those. It ain't, and it's like, you son of a gun. So it's live.
So
gonna get it back, Fry Daddy.
since we sharing, since Friday they didn't opened it up, I'm gonna go ahead on and share too. So we saw SPY ride down to holy hell.
Yeah.
I sat back and chilled till probably about like 11:30, 11:45.
Yep.
Yeah.
Signal triggered. I jumped in some SPY calls. So I jumped in a SPY call and a 3Q call. SPY took off for 40%. 3Q took off for 12%.
Okay.
I was like, oh man, this is a correction. You know, I'm about to hit my next level. It reversed on me.
Take the money.
No.
Take the money.
I hit minus 40 on both of them bad boys.
Y'all don't be listening to me out every Friday night.
Tell them, Quinn.
Both of them.
20%.
But see, Q, that was
playing. You better get your money.
That was my FOMO. Like I already know what it was because I sat there and talked myself out of it. Because I normally take my money. Anything over 25%, I got a trail stop in, and that's it. I'm cashing. But for whatever reason today, I was sitting there like, oh, because it went down so far, I was like, it has to correct. So I started talking to myself. I talked myself out of my strategy, signals, all that. So I took an L today, people. I took an L.
Man.
But you know what though? We talked about this earlier. Those L's, and y'all just said it. When you take an L, you're like, okay, well, what did I do here? Why did I do this? What can I do differently next? And that's it. But
it's on my journal too. So like I gotta see it every day because I got my journal is set up with all my trades, and then I got a note section. So I put today's in bold in notes. So for the rest of the trades that I gotta see for the rest of the month, I gotta see that every time I go in there to put my trades in. So best believe I see green is going in the bank.
Take it and run, brother.
No, you know what, man? We should put George should create a little sound button with Queen voice saying, "Take the money, take the money." What if he get Queen face right now and just make that little
That's right.
And just put it on there every day in a class.
Yes, take the money. Take the money.
Take the money.
That's right.
Bro, I'm in and out quick. I ain't trying to be in these trades all day. No, give me my money.
I'm out. That.
I'm gonna tell you what happened
to me. You got it. Look, bro. Look. What? Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Daddy.
I got so envisioned on that cup and handle. And after it started going down, you know what I saw? The handle turned into a head God. So I was looking at past, not looking at present, and I just missed it. So I said, not again.
Wow. Man, look, so it happens to everybody, even like with me, with SMA. I had jumped in on it on a put, right? And it triggered. And when I'm looking at it, I'm like, all right, cool. Don't go look at the smaller time frames, Moody. And I'm just like, man, I want to look, though. And as soon as I went to go look, we're in profits. I'm like, all right, everything's running great. And for some reason, I told myself, walk away from the computer. You know what I'm saying? Just chill. You're swinging it. Don't even worry if it eats up back the profits and it goes to break even or goes like a little negative. You're swinging it. You see what's happening right now, right? So then I see the reversal on it was really, I seen it on a 3 minute, and I seen a morning star. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not about to do this, bro. And I'm like, the reason I say that is because the morning star was on the bottom of the RSI. It is sold, it's undervalued, right? That's how you got to look at that, like with the RSI, and I'm looking at a smaller time frame. So with that being said, it starts running up, and I'm just like, oh my God, man. Freak, I don't want to trim yet, but I was like, nah, you got to get out. You know to get out. It doesn't matter that it looks like a good swing right now, Moody. Get out. And I held runners. I held more than one runners. Like, I'm gonna be honest, but I didn't want to like really expose that, right? And still, I swung some, but even when it reversed back and it went to break even, I got out. Reason why is because the 4 hour and the 1 hour was telling me, don't play with it. It's going back up, right? And watch how, hopefully we don't gap down again on Monday, but watch how you'll see the buyers come right back in, right? Because the buyers didn't leave yet. You got to understand, we were green throughout the whole entire week. You know what I'm saying? People are taking profits on Friday. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at the weekly candle, you'll just see a 2 failing, but that doesn't mean anything, right? So with me seeing that and seeing that on SPY, golly, hold on, I got to put my thing on mute over here. But since what you would call it, I seen all of that. I just chose to jump out, and I was like, you know what? I'll risk one. And the only reason I risked the other one is because I was already down 12%. That's the only reason why. And I was like, you know what? I'll let it be a lotto. Why not? You know what I'm saying? I wanted to swing it anyways, so why not? Let me see. I still trust myself, even though I feel like the bulls are coming back in, but anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing the downtrend starting because it broke its trend. But anything can happen and it can bounce and reverse. You know what I'm saying? You can see a big wick come down and it's like, oh, it messed up the whole trend. But look at the body, how it jumped right back up, right? So everybody goes through it, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm swinging something that I'm negative right now. You know what I mean? And you may look at me like, oh, Moody, don't be losing like that and stuff like that. Those are just the trades you know what I'm saying? The trades that you don't see, sometimes I win those and sometimes I lose those as well, right? But it's a balance. And that's what you have to remember. And the balance is taking profits, right? Find a good percentage that you like. You will know whether you jump in trades late or early. Hey, I normally get 10, 15%.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Quinn found that out about himself. He goes 20%, and sometimes he'll once he makes his profits for the day, possibly, or the week, he raises it up. And you've seen that on his journaling, where okay, hey, I sized up a little too much, I got greedy. You know what I'm saying? Then came back next week and said, no, I'm gonna stay focused mentality on my rules. Guess what? Y'all should take note of that, because he said, hey, I'm gonna stop bothering y'all as soon as I hit 10K. He right there, he shy from it. But y'all was able to see him do that from ground up. Y'all able to see him on camera and talk about it. So it's like, man, running that man's DMs like, dude, what are you doing? What was it? You know what I'm saying? Or ask him questions now, like, what was it that got you so focused like that? You know what I'm saying? How did it click for you? You know what I'm saying? Just like you're asking Moody or Jordan anyone questions, Lauren, like, how did it click for you guys? You're also seeing members. You're seeing Shay Dub. Like, Shay Dub, how do you know the strat so well? Fry Daddy, how do you know the strat so well already? You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. So,
Moody,
yeah,
I think this is good for Luther too, because he gets to see and hear it from all these different perspectives. So he hears from you, one of the moderators. He hears from Quinn, DC, Shay Dub. So Luther, you getting there, bro. You gotta keep pushing, man. Everybody sharing that they've been through, where you been, where you at. You pulled the trigger today. You took your quick loss. No feelings, no emotion. So that really is the huge part that I take away for you for the day, because you made a trade with no emotion, very methodical. And you gotta give yourself a pat on the back for that, man. That's major.
Facts.
Appreciate that. I took the L, thinking about Quinn. Take the loss quick too.
Hey, listen, I took 2 L's with Eva today. First two, second and third trade. I won on a swing from Jordan, the Vips swing. So I was up a little bit. Eva called 2. I rock with Eva. Lost the first one. I'm like, cool. I saw what she was thinking. She was thinking a bounce was gonna come. It was in a downtrend. She was thinking a bounce was gonna come.
I came mad. Oh shit.
We got right back in, took another L. But listen, I just made 700 with her Thursday. I lost like 200 with her today. I'm still up 500 with her. That's 2 losses. It's gonna happen. But it don't stop me from pulling the trigger, getting in and getting out.
That auction play, When she said this morning, it wasn't doing nothing. I was like, she said she up to it. It was just standing still. I'm driving in my truck and I see she put out there, this is up 70%. Man, that thing was going like a skyrocket. Boy, I caught FOMO. I want to jump in that trade so bad. Man, that thing was, I'm talking about, was going just like this.
I saw it.
Stop.
I don't take her swings though. I just take her scalps on.
Man,
I don't really do her swings.
Man,
but yeah, it went crazy.
It went crazy. I said, man, I just want to jump in. But she was like, it was up like, I guarantee you that she would have held onto that thing. That thing would have been up like 40% today.
It went nuts.
Yeah, that was Buffett. Them contracts went from 2 to about 7:30. Yeah.
Man, that's nuts.
Yeah, it's same. I mean, I took 2 L's with a 2, Quinn. But like you said, bro, it's all good. I mean,
that's nothing.
That's the name of the game, right? You know what I'm saying? Come on now, it's not going to be 100%. You're going to take those L's, but
yeah, we get it back Monday.
I'll take a trade any day, anytime, any day, word. Because you already know.
Let's take a quick pause, right, and take account of everybody that got a nickname. Y'all done already got a change to nickname.
You went out there.
Shay 212 reverse. Lauren, you gotta catch up, Lauren.
No, I just said I'm on my work computer and I have a meeting in the morning, so I don't need to show up with my client that's like long swing Lauren or something I can't explain. Because I have to change it back.
Long investor Lauren. Like, Lauren, what do you do on your free time? Like, can I be your friend?
They're gonna have questions.
Like, is this why you just be tired every single morning?
What's going on?
Gosh.
That's what they're gonna say.
Yeah, man.
Question for Moody real quick.
Man, you got a question for me?
Yeah, so the question for you is like, even though when you're trading with the same concept, the rules, risk management, everything, when you're sizing up, is there a different set of rules that you go by? Like, when it comes to like, say like you going from like a $10,000 account to you trading with $50,000. Is there a different concept of your risk per port size?
Yeah, bro. Completely different. When I'm building small accounts, I go off of like percentages sometimes and things of that nature. Like percentages, when I'm working on my big account, I do 2 things, bro. You're gonna laugh at the first one. I look at dollar amounts. You know what I'm saying? When I'm working on my bigger account. Like, I keep my same strategy. And you're probably gonna laugh at this. And that's why I trim so much. If I can at least make $300 or $500, and I don't do $300 no more, at least $500 a day, I'm good. Because my mindset is that's over $100K by the end of this year.
So my
you know what I'm
question
saying?
is, I just
But go
want
ahead.
to back up there. So that's what I'm getting at. So like say like I'm trading with this X amount of dollars, right? And then I'm saying, all right, I'm cool with making, keep the 9 to 5 away. I'm cool with making $500 a day or whatever. I'm $1,500 a week, give or take. You got 3 green days, maybe an off day, you take off a day, like whatever. You have an amount. So, but my question is like sizing. Like, are you still doing like, if I'm with on your big account, are you taking 10%, 20% risk on your port compared to if you was doing a small account where you may go a little bit heavier? You know what I'm saying?
No, you're talking about like for a stop loss?
Not stop loss. I'm just saying like your risk period. So like, a lot of times beginning I'll teach us you shouldn't be no more than 5 to 10% of your port per play. But is that the same if you're trading with a bigger account?
I'm saying you could keep the same rule. With me, I don't always keep the same rule. And it just depends on how much money I have in that account. And I'm gonna just talk like figures, like 4 figures, 5 figures, and then how big those figures are. So yes, you could keep, I have an account that I'm like, I only care about making 30%. That's all I care about on that account is to make 30%, whether I'm day trading it, whether I'm scalping it, right? But to further answer your question, like when I'm scaling accounts and I'm growing, and this is all my accounts because I'm scaling them, right? And whether it's $5,000, $10,000, as I'm scaling the position, right? If I was using 30 contracts, 50 contracts, I use also my buying power. If I make money today, tomorrow I'm sizing up. I'm not using the same, I'm not doing the same thing. And it's like, if I made $3,000 today, right? And tomorrow, and I did that with buying, it depends on the stock, but buying anywhere between 40 to 50 to 100 contracts. And I say 100 contracts, but that's me buying, like, that's like me doing that on American Airlines. Nothing, no more than like maybe, or I won't even say American Airlines, premium no more than like $1.25, right? Thinking of this certain account that I'm thinking of. But when I'm growing it, say I make money today, $3,000, the next day, I am taking into account what I have in my buying power, right? Because the way that I trade, I don't try to take, like when he was talking about money bag yos, I don't try to take 17 trades a day, right? I try to take 1 to 3 trades a day. That's like my main goal, 1 to 3 trades a day. And if I get obsessed with the, like say the strat or whatever I'm looking at, the type of strategy that I'm trading, I'm just going to capitalize on that trade and go for like 2 to 3 strike prices, if that makes sense. And I'm taking all profits when I'm done. Boom, 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 and I might swing something. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Yeah, it does. Because I know you said, like, you know, it's a mindset thing. Like you said, you got an account that you focus on 30% daily. I don't know if that's a daily or weekly goal that you do, monthly, whatever. I'm assuming it's either daily or weekly. 30% a month really ain't a lot for, you know, depending on how I think you get money. So
30% is a lot, depending on how
it's a lot. I mean, it depends on a
is.
lot, but you, like you said, that's not gonna keep it 9. It's not gonna keep it 9 to 5. Not gonna keep 8 to 5. You're only trading with like, you know, $5,000. 30% of that a month ain't gonna be enough.
I'm saying with me, bro.
When you say, oh yeah, go ahead.
That's what I'm just saying, like the mindset thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Because like you're not like, and this is what I was saying, like, okay, if you got a beginner trader that starts the year January 1st with $1,000, compounds that account the whole year, they're gonna think differently by the end of the year if they don't never take any money out than trading. There's going to be a different mentality when you're trading with a $1,000 account and a 6-figure account. You know, even
absolutely.
the rules is all the same.
The more money you trade with, if you size up, when you size up and you're not used to that size, you are going to react differently to that trade. I just literally went through it about 2 weeks ago. I was with Jordan live trading. I sized up. You know, I'm trying to go crazy with him. I'm reacting different in that trade. Now I'm putting more money than I typically put on the trade. So I learned for myself, when I size up, I respond differently. And I don't, that's just my experience with that. So you can say, or you may think you're going to react one way, but if you go from making $500 trades to $3,000 trades to $5,000 trades, your body's going to react different if you're looking at those candles and you're looking at those numbers move differently. So
your body is going to react so different.
No,
if you never felt like, so 1,000 on a trade, that's one thing, right? 5,000,
but 5,000 and you're down 5%.
10K increment, you get a different feeling, and like
you start feeling it.
Like when you
put
hold on, let me on a trade, you're like, ooh, that's a whole 50 on one trade. You're like, oh my goodness. And so like 1% is like
I am glad that you're
$500.
elaborating. Sorry to cut you off, bro. I'm glad that you're elaborating on that, because I don't want nobody to have the perception of like, don't listen to Jordan when he's like, yo, Moody putting down 20 to 30K on a trade. Now everybody's doing that. I'm not doing that, bro. Like, I promise you I'm not doing. I done put a little more than 10K behind the trade, but I don't do that. Like, even if you hear me say like the accounts that I build, I know what my dollar amount is. And when I say dollar amount, I mean my risk tolerance, right? Because that's what everybody's talking about right now, where whether you're buying this many contracts and then you go from buying 50 contracts, that's sizing, right? So long story short, your emotions will play with you, right? The reason why is because you have to think about it. If you buy one contract, and let's just talk dollar amounts, and you're down $1, 1%, right? Each stock is different for 1% down, right? So we're just gonna keep it regular math. That's $1. But if you bought 100 contracts and you down $1, you're down $100. You're going to react differently, right? So that's why I was saying when I'm on my larger accounts, I look at dollar amounts. I don't look at the percentage, but I know my risk tolerance. You know what I'm saying? And the reason also I do that is because I have a crazy friend named Jordan Martin that taught me about full porting, right? So whenever I do decide to full port, I look at dollar amounts, right? Like if I throw, I'm gonna just throw a large number out there, and it's not even large, like $7,000, right, to a trade, and I'm down $1,000, I'm cutting, even though I understand that's not even big to be down on. I'm cutting. Why? Because it's my risk tolerance. I'm like, nah, I know this 1,000 could go down to 2,500, but then I know we could bounce back and I'll be at 5. I don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? But also, I know that about myself. So what does Moody do? I don't look at the broker sometimes, and I just set alerts. When they hit my alerts, I go look at my account. Ooh, I like this dollar amount. Hold on. Oh, shoot, we just hit another one. And I'm just looking. You know what I'm saying? And I look at my percentages on TOS. Like, I look, when I'm getting into a contract, I have a process. Nobody really asked me my process. You know what I'm saying? When I'm getting into a contract, I am looking at Robinhood. That is my process. I am looking at Robinhood. Why? Because Robinhood has the most accurate premium prices, right? As soon as I look at Robinhood and I'm like, okay, I like this premium, I go straight to TD, right? Because that's where I'm trading from. You know what I'm saying? But I also don't watch TD because TD lags really badly, right? So as soon as I look at the contracts that I want, boom, I get my strike price. I put in how many contracts I want, and then I look at my Greeks on TD. I don't look at my Greeks on Robinhood because that's not my trading platform. And I also know that I pay more for my contracts getting in or out of my trades for my theta to be even lower than Robinhood. So I know when I see, even if I see the Greeks on Robinhood and it says $5, I'm already knowing automatically on TD it's $3 and some change, right? So I'm always thinking like I'm winning and I'm robbing them. Why? Because how I trade. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as I do that, Moody, what's your next process? Oh, I lied to you. I'm sorry. I ain't lied to you. I just let that out. Before I even go buy them on my TD contract, TD Amir trade, I put it on my watch list, my watch list, Robinhood watch list, and go boom, buy that shit on TD. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I get pissed off because it'll move too fast and now I can't get that strike price. And I really want to watch it on the watch list. Why do I want to watch it on the watch list? Because Moody is emotional. Y'all see that, right? I be all over the place, right? So Moody's emotional. So since I know that about myself, I choose to look at dollar amounts, alerts, and a Robinhood watch list. That's what I choose to do. Why? Because I know sometimes, like, okay, I may be down. Like when I said you could be down 1,000, then it could go down to 2,500, but then it'll bounce to take you back to $500, right? And I'm saying you down $500, right? I don't like to see all of that. Looking at I used to trade like that when I was like first started, and I understand that causes FOMO, that causes you to trade with emotions because you're just watching percentages and dollars move. So I'm just like, nah, I'll let the alerts hit, boom, take me over there. All right, cool. I like this. I'm gonna take some profits here, or I won't take no profits there, right? But that's why I do this in my one-on-ones with the Robinhood watch list. Why? Because that right there, if you're using a larger account, and if you have a larger account and you're not used to, right? I had to make myself used to it. And even though I made myself used to it, Robinhood watch list had made like, how can I say it? When people say take your emotions out of trading, I never knew how to do that. I just knew how to just calm myself down and stuff like that because I don't know how to rip my emotions out of my body. I think that's impossible. Dang, turn off this light. It just got dark in here. But long story short, dang, my bad. I just lost my train of thought. Dang, my bad.
We're talking about sizing, like, you know, you're going from a big account, a small account to a big account. Yeah, but you.
Oh yeah, thank you. So while I'm looking, this is what I realized about myself. When I'm looking at the watch list, I'm not tripping. I understood why. I tricked my mind. I didn't know I was doing this until like I sat with self and meditated. It was like, oh my God, that's what I'm doing. What I noticed is I'm looking and trading as if I'm in one contract. So that removes emotions. Does that make sense?
Yes.
If you just put up $5,000 behind a trade, right? And you know you did that, right? And you happy every time you check your alerts and it's like, oh, I'm up 7%, 5%. That's giving you confidence. And you're like, oh, that's going great. But guess what? It's not faking me out the trade sometimes, that Robinhood watch list. Because I'm like, nah, it's not time to get out. I'm only at 5%. Nah, chill. Chill, Kelvin. That's what I tell myself. Why? Because I'm seeing the dollar amount. I'm like, oh, shit, okay. And anytime I see 300 hit 500, I'm thinking in my head, ooh, I slapped myself. But I'm thinking in my head, automatically, $300 or $500 keeps the 9 to 5 away. As soon as I make that a day and I keep trading, oh, it's a wrap. I made $500 on my first trade, it is a wrap. I get risky. And I know that about myself. So that's why I only do 3 trades. Sometimes I go 4.
It's funny,
but that's me breaking my. I break my rules when I do that.
It's funny you say that amount because I told myself I was like, if I was consistent to make between $500 to $750 a day, I wouldn't even. It would be no reason for me to work full time anywhere. I would probably still work part time, but there's no reason for me to work full time anywhere for that type of money. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I had a year's worth of salary saved up and then I can make that a daily. There's no reason for me to work. It's if I don't.
I tell anybody that got a $30,000 account, you got a $30,000 account, and you know for a fact that you can make 10 to 20%. I wouldn't be working.
Exactly, but see, this is why I'm asking you, and this is why I put this in the chat when Jordan was on her earlier. I was saying, so you telling me this is why I'm asking you. So you tell me with a $30,000 account, which is what I've been like doing research on, like full-time traders, how they do their stuff, and I know you do yours a little bit different. I know a lot of people that full-time trade. A lot of them, they pay themselves either every day or every couple of days or whatever. They compound the gains, or they have a separate account to where they compound. But that's why I was saying you $30,000. If I'm going from 1 to 3, if I'm going 2 to 3% a day of that account, and I'm just talking about that's a day, like that's basically one trade, 20%, one trade at 10% of my port, and I'm making 20%. I've got a $30,000 account. Even if I say I do a trade that's 10% of that, $3,000 trade, 10% of 20% of that is $600, give or take. 10%, even if you do
20%, $600.
That's enough for me. You know what I'm saying? So I know.
But you understand what I mean by, like, if you had a $30,000 account and you're talking about taking 20%, which is $600, you was correct, off of $3,000.
10% of the risk of your port, right? Which is pretty.
What does Moody say? $300 to $500 keeps the 9 to 5 away, right? And I don't say that for no reason. $300 is shy from 100,000 a year.
Exactly.
A lot of people ain't even making that. So if you're making $300 a day, you can quit your job, and you just got to scale it
in a matter of minutes.
Yeah.
And the thing is like this: you're not full. You don't have to full port. Because I know,
but one thing I would say too, the reason you hear me also like, okay, this is what I do. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I do well for myself now, right? And I've been doing well for myself, but now I have the availability to have even way more accounts to trade from. You know what I'm saying? But I only pay myself from one account. I promise you, bro. The rest of them, I'm growing and I'm taking money from it. Right. And even if I cash it out, it's going into something else, real estate or something. I'm just reinvesting my money, but I do pay myself off of one account. You know what I'm saying? But I don't make it where it's like, oh, I pay myself every week and stuff like that. I make it a game. That's what I do with that account. How I pay myself, I make it a game. I always tell myself, like, okay, if I want to take it to $50,000, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take it to $50,000, and on the process of me taking it to $50,000, it's not like I pay myself, I give myself treats, right? But not from that account yet, right? Like, I'll go buy myself a pair of new sneakers. I'll go buy my wife something, you know what I'm saying? I'll go buy something for my mom or help her do something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give myself a treat or tell myself this is a project I want to do for my family members, right? And that encourages me to want to do that. So by the time I hit 50K, know what I'm saying? I promise you, if I pay myself, I am not dropping that account down lower than 30,000. I might take it to 15. Why? Because I understand how fast I want to scale that account back up to 50K. If that makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah, because I mean that's how because I think everybody
like even if you even if you have $1,000 and you took that $1,000 to $5,000, you do not. Well, I'm not gonna say what you should and should not do because that is wrong. Everybody is entitled and do what you would like to do, right? But for me, if it was me and I took $1,000 to $5,000, I will not pay myself like $4,000 and take my account back to $1,000. Because psychologically, I'm gonna tell myself, how hard was it for me to get to 1,000 to 5,000? I won't even pay myself. I'll start really trying to scale myself and using about, on scare days, $500 to trade. On confident days, $1,500. On super confident days, I throw 2K behind it and just be in and out. I just need 20 to 30%.
Hey, yeah.
In and out. And your buying power, when you have an account that small, your buying power is not going to allow you to overtrade when you're sizing correctly. Why? Because if you're taking 3 trades to 2 trades a day, but you have a $5,000 account, and you're putting $2,500 behind both trades, you can't trade no more, my guy. As soon as you cash out, you can't trade. You can't trade no more. Unless you're over 20, like that's Robin Hood being over 25K and doing it every single day. You know what I'm saying? The money that you make, the money that you have in your buying power is what you're able to use that day. But if you utilize it and you also make money, whether you lose money, you don't have nothing to trade with no more.
All right, but like
so that
said,
goes
it's a
with
mindset thing though. But it's a mindset thing because, like you said, like anybody that goes from because it's gonna happen. It's just a natural thing with people. It's not a greed thing. I just think it's just a mindset thing. If you come in from going from $1,000 to making your account, then you build it to 5,000. You say to yourself, you know what, fuck, to get this, I want to get this to $25,000. Just because it's just a goal of mine. And then if you get it counted to $25,000, even with the same rules and regulations that you're trading with, your mindset is going to change a little bit. When the way you're taking plays, you may be a type of person that, like you said, you may not be able to trade the same type of tickers. You may not be able to trade some of the small caps because you can't buy 200-300 contracts under $100 and try and get fields for them all. So things do change.
Yeah, bro, you're not lying. Things do change. All right, so I'll share my process with you, right? And, I go through this with my therapist, where you're 100% right, bro. Like, my therapist, and she calls it survival remorse. Like, I be scared to spend money. I be scared to do certain things. I promise you I am. But when I look at certain things, I be like, golly, I did that. Woo. You know what I'm saying? I know where I'm at in life, but I also know that I had money before in life and I spent it. I spent it because I wasn't educated enough to know what to do with the money. Now I have it. So it's like, do I need that? No, I don't really need that right now. You know what I'm saying? I could go without that. Like, I'm cool. I remember what it felt like to be homeless in New York. I beat that. So it's just like, but then I learned to okay, don't live in that state. Don't live in survival remorse, right? Just know that it's plentiful, but now you understand that, hey, I can't afford that. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't afford that. You may think I'm broke. That's okay. See, and this is why therapy is great. You may think I'm broke. And I'm not going to allow myself to think that I'm broke because I said I can't afford that. I did not properly allocate any money for this business adventure that you're wanting me to do. So no, I can't afford that right now. I'm sorry. It's just perception. You know what I'm saying? And once you understand that you can't afford certain things, then you understand that. You know what I'm saying? And it's simple. It's like walking into a grocery store, understanding how much money is in your pocket right now, right? Let's not even talk about bank account because you may have some money, like a lot of money in your bank account, right? But like you may have $5 in your pocket and you just walked into the grocery store and you want to buy a Coca-Cola, but the Coke costs the Coke soda costs $250. I said $250. You can't afford it, baby boy. You got $5. You can't buy two of them. So if you buy one now, like you only have $2.50. And that's that's what I understand. And now that I've gotten to where I'm at in life, if I could 3, 4, I can't afford it. Why? Because that you have to keep, just like you size your account and you continue to you're growing your portfolio and you're sizing your account. When in money management, as you continue to grow your money, you have to continue to implement stricter rules, if that makes sense. Because the more money you make, I don't care who you are, you're gonna want more things, bro. I'm saying we're human. We're grateful, but very ungrateful species.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
I beg to differ on that.
I'm saying the reason I say that is, and I would love to hear your debate. The reason I say that is because one thing that we may want, look at everything in your house. You desired it and wanted at one point, could have been jealous of it, and you got it. The day after, you didn't appreciate it as much. You wanted something new. We always accomplish something and set new goals. We're always wanting to elevate.
You always want more. Look, my wife always, we had this thing.
Differ on that. I beg to differ on that. I beg to differ.
Hear.
You know why? You know what? I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you why.
Go ahead.
I'll just give you one name. Jordan.
Jordan wants more. What are you talking about?
Jordan, I'm sure is set financially. He don't have to work a day in his life. And bro, he can, like he said before, he don't even get.
But that's your perception. That is your perception.
What you mean? That's what he said. So like, if he has more and he's making more money from the Discord, and he can actually, take that money and do whatever he wants, but his desire is not to spend that money on him, but to invest back into the business. That's not him. More.
I got a question for you.
That's not him wanting more.
You got a mom?
Huh?
You got a mom?
Yeah.
Would you want to retire your mom one day?
My mom's already retired.
Oh, I'm just okay. Do you have a dad?
He's already retired.
All right, cool. So let's just bring it to Jordan. Jordan's I would love. I know he's probably busy on a business meeting or on a call right now, but the reason I say Jordan wants more, you're saying he doesn't want more. Jordan is financially set. Moody's financially set.
He wants more for the business.
Time out.
Yeah.
You're saying for the business. All right, check it out. I'm gonna take it personal now. Mm-hmm. I'm financially set. Right. My mom, my sister, my brother, her child, my child, they need more. So I want more. So
are you talking about things or are you talking about money?
I'm talking about anything that they may need that's going to provide happiness and ease their life. So I'm going to need more, right? Because if I'm financially set and I'm good. But what about Moody's mom, right?
So you're talking about money. So basically you're saying is that, hey, I need to make more money so I'm able to help them.
So look, check it out. I need to make more money. I need to make more money, right? Because money is a tool. So I can be able to gain more resources. So I can be able to deliver this to the rest of my family members, my parents, and even cousins and things of that nature. Not only for that, so I can get you even closer to spirituality and to your divine being and self, or possibly take trips to Africa and to Egypt and learn science from where it came from and mathematics from where it came from. So it's not money. Money's just the tool.
Right.
Exactly. But I need more of it. So that's what it is. You get stuck talking about money. So sometimes it seems like a greed thing, but no, I need the money so that I can provide these resources or find more resources, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And you're always gonna want more. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say this, Moody?
Yeah.
When I first, I remember I was I said, man, I can't. Well, if I could just make $10,000, boy, I'll be straight, man. I ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm good. I can. Then they get to 10,000. You be like, man, boy, if I can just get to 50. Then I listened to Charlie Munger. Charlie Munger said the hardest thing you can ever do is get $100,000. And for the life of me, I could never get $100,000. But he said, once you get 100, boy, you can get to $1 million. And that's how you know that you can never be, you're never satisfied, because you want that next level. What's the next challenge? What can I build from this? You got to take it back to these guys that just made us as Black people. We're behind the curve, and it's a good thing we got y'all generation that's catching up, and y'all catching up fast, man. Well, if this generation stay and get a lot of people to trade, man, it's just gonna take off. But like I was saying, you want more, and you got to have more, because you're trying to leave a legacy. You want to leave a legacy of work ethic. You're never satisfied. Got to want more, because your children gonna see that. Hey, I got to keep adding, keep growing, because you never can be stagnant. Like I said again, my main goal is to be better than I was last year. Monetarily, come with it, but sometimes you got to stick. Like me, I'm on my step back phase right now. But if I get this phase of trading, the money gonna come, because I'm putting in the work. I want more. What's next? What's next? Because it's always you want more. Don't never think you want more. Keep going. Keep going. Because
and that's perfect that you say that. So I'll bring it into business, right? And one thing before I even bring it into that, Jay, and I actually reposted something that J. Cole had said, because I felt just like that, where it's like, I don't have a love for money, right? I'm not in love with money. I care about it because it provides a tool, right? What I love about money is what I can do for my mom, what I can do for my parents, my siblings, the happiness that I can see in their eyes. And of course, it could be materialistic things for a spiritual growth, like sending them on a trip or whatever the case may be, right? But one thing that you have to keep in mind, like, that's how great business owners get made too, right? Because you'll have a goal to make $100 million, and you'll make that $100 million. But the thing is, with special individuals, it's not about money. It's like, hey, okay, we created an iPhone. What else can we create? You know what I'm saying? Like, how it's like science. People that do science, they're trying to continue to push the agenda. You know what I'm saying? And how I look at it, I have to want more. What did Martin Luther King and Malcolm X do all of this for me not to want more? I have to do enough to pass a baton to the next generation.
But here's a question. Here's a question that I always ask, and like I said, my wife and I talk about this all the time, like the human condition, right? And so anytime I talk to anybody at work about it, I always say the same thing. Unless we develop or evolve into a different species or form, then we're always going to want more, but why? And I think that's the main thing, not necessarily money, but like figuring out what your why is, because you want more freedom. Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, they wanted more freedom. Money was a byproduct, or money can be a byproduct. It's a tool, but again, until we evolve into something different, you're always gonna want more. And so it's just the question is, well, what do you want more of and why? Because you could want more time, you could want more money, you could want more females, you could want more males, you could want more TV time, you could, some people are addicted to education. And like we think about education, like degrees, and like, it's in economics, it's the law of diminishing marginal utility. So like for every new thing you get, your level of satisfaction goes down for each additional unit. And so then you end up being oversatisfied with that thing, and then you want a new thing, and you want more of that thing. And so people get like obsessed with education, like, oh, I got a bunch of degrees. I don't know if y'all remember Kanye's album. He was like, what did you leave my kids? He didn't leave them any money, but he left them degrees, Yeah. And so people get obsessed with that. So like, it's just, that's kind of, my thought on it at this point. Like, what do you want more of and why?
Just
Yeah,
look at
I
the,
got a
it's
question.
like,
Go ahead.
it's like when people. Oh yeah, go ahead.
look at the businesses we trade. The businesses that we trade got to keep curating more revenue. They got to want more. This is what this country built on. More. You got to continue
The
that.
Moors.
You got to.
So let me ask you this question, right? So do you think that when we think about the entrepreneurs and the millionaires and billionaires of this world, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, do you think that when these guys were creating their business, they thought about the billions that they can make?
No.
Or did you think, or do you think that what they created, the billions was the reward for that?
Yes.
Meaning, like,
No,
that
they
product
thought
or that-
about.
No.
They thought about it.
No.
That was the reward. That was the reward. I'll tell you one thing. When building a business, it doesn't matter who it is. I promise you, you're not going to think of the $1 billion. But once you start pushing that business and you start seeing potential, you will see that. And that's going to push you to push it even more. You know what I'm saying? I promise you that, bro.
No, it's just.
I don't think that. I think that the reward for creating that business, for Bill Gates creating Microsoft, for Jeff Bezos creating Amazon, wasn't the idea of 10 years, hey, I could be a billionaire. That was the reward for that business.
The intention,
they created something that made our life, that made the human life more efficient, better. And the reward for that idea and for that product was the finances, was the billions.
All right, so look, I'm gonna put it like this. It's
so
because
Elon Musk
you're taking it out of
cars.
content, though. You're taking it out of content because you keep putting dollar amount. We're talking about more, right? So I'm gonna break it down just like this. You brought it to dollar amount, so you was able to trump me. I just want to debate. I love debating. I'm a Gemini, right? You was able to trump me, right? So check this out. Let's keep it in content and not use value, gold, or like a price, right? When he created that, he wanted more. Why? Because there was something that wasn't created. So humans right now, where we're at, in the level that we're at, in the dimension that we're at, we all want more. You know why? Because you can look back at Egypt and see those pyramids built, see all these structural things still there, and we don't know how. But we have the internet. We have flying car, well, you know what I mean, hoverboards and stuff like that. We have so much technology, but we still, and possibly the answers are there, but it's not exposed to the rest of the world, right? But we don't know how they did that. We don't understand how they were able to come up with mathematics. Now we are, because we're like, you know, like looking at their clues and stuff like that, but they did it without technology. You know what I'm saying? They did it without any type of tools that we have now. Yeah, they had shovels that they created back then and things of that nature. So like, that's what makes me understand that humanity will always want more until we reach another elevation. You know what I'm saying? And if you put it in the aspect of money, now that takes away from the conversation, right? Because money makes it could be greed. It just depends on that person's lifestyle, environment, how they look at money, right? Because money is an emotion as well, right? How they treat money and things of that nature. So, oh, y'all over here laughing in the chat. I don't know what's going on. But
Lauren got that name change.
No, I'm just laughing that he
Not
changed
the
his
name
name
change.
to Lauren.
Oh, Lauren Kush. No, I mean, but I see where you're coming from, and one thing that I would say that I was wrong. I was wrong in my delivery with saying that it was like the billions. It wasn't the billions. Like the initial intention and thought and manifestation of wanting to create that service, whatever, PayPal, you know, Tesla, whatever the case may be, it wasn't money. No, because you won't get that reward. If you're searching for that reward, you won't get it. That's just how life works, right? It was to help people. It was to create something better. But along that process, right? Look at Shark Tank. those ideas were just like PayPal or anything else. They were great intentions to help someone else. But now that even if you didn't start to scale, but you see the potential, you start looking for resources. Because now you need money.
You start looking for more ways to make things automated, to make it more efficient. So you can be more hands-off and more focused on another element of that business, right? Because you don't want to tied up into the day-to-day, similar to Jordan with this Discord, right? Like he doesn't want to be tied up with the day-to-day ops. He has moderators and other people that can do the trading and do the ops, and he can focus on more of the larger projects for the Discord to bring in more resources or more capital or whatever that may be. So that makes sense. Yeah, definitely.
No, yeah, that's a fact. And it's just like, but even like say if we bring it to the conversation of money, right? And you're 100% right. That was a great analogy and example of using Jordan and what he's trying to do with the Discord and the business, and being able to have that time to himself to be able to provide more things of value, right? And I agree with you 100% on that. So, like,
I got something for you, Moody. So let me ask you this. So here's the flip side of this. So this was back. This was right before the financial crisis. I went to this. It was a 2-week. Actually, no, I think it was a week-long capstone thing right before school started, and we were in New York, and this guy he was a consultant. He was doing this talk, and he was talking about the theory of abundance and how economics itself as a philosophy and a social science is based on the scarcity of resources and how we manage the scarcity of resources. But he was like, well, let's look at it from a abundance perspective, right? So we have more than enough, whether it be food, air, water, whatever. We already have more. And so his question was, would it be feasible for us to think of having less instead of thinking about having more, like more of a minimalist perspective? Like we end up getting a 5-bedroom house when you only have 1 kid and no parents living to move in with you in the house if something happens to you or that kind of thing. Like you have this, 5,000 square foot house that goes unused, or you have a big car and you only need a little car, or you have whatever the case may be, but you don't need any of it. And so thinking about it from that perspective too, like we always want more, but okay, why do we want more? Is it more of a competitive thing, or is it just, it doesn't boil down to just being competitive when we could
DC,
have less?
DC, you got to think. I mean, you got to think about it like this. They got a saying: you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the respect. It's a true thinking.
My man thinking like Pablo.
No. But for real, just think about this.
Okay.
Just think about it.
That's real.
Just think about what they say. You can go back to Jeff Bezos, all these people that just became successful. When they creating their idea, they're not thinking about the money, but the money is always in the back because you need money to finance your idea. No matter what, even in this trading thing. And y'all say something real quick. If you got a small account, and the first thing you're talking about, boy, if I had $20,000, I can flip this, because your idea is to make more. The money is always there. Money is always, I learned this early on. My grandma told me something. When there's love, there's always hate. When there's rich, there's always poor. It's no separation. There's no in between. There's no in between these things in life. Everything is 360.
Oh, I agree, but what I'm asking, Luther, is a consciousness in the thought process behind the different levels of. So what I'm asking though is, so say for example, if you are wildly rich and that's all you've ever known, or you are dirt poor and that's all you ever known, doesn't make a difference based on your perspective. Unless you ever become wildly rich, you won't ever know what that feels like, or unless you become wildly poor. So that perspective is what I mean. And so you could be rich in your mind and have $0, or you could be Jeff Bezos. Like think about Kate Spade.
How much is Elon?
Think about Robin Williams. Think about all these people
Luther,
that have unlimited resources that are unhappy.
How much worth? How much is Elon worth right now? 200 billion or something like that? What if Elon Musk wake up tomorrow?
But what I'm asking is his perspective and whether
that's not his question though.
Listen to me.
What
if Elon Musk wake up tomorrow morning worth 11 billion? Do you think his life has changed?
If he no, because he know how to get it back. That's
exactly.
That's
what I'm saying. Luke. So look, I'm gonna break it down. Somebody that has a billion in here.
Let me break it down to you. Let me tell you this. Why is the statistics for people who hit the lottery they're broke in 2 years? Why is that? You go from somebody who don't have money management. Exactly. So you go from somebody who making 30,000 a year to hit the lottery. They hit the lottery for 200 million. In 1 to 2 years, they're broke. Why is that?
Yeah.
Right?
Your status
is money management.
Money.
Exactly. So a billionaire can go broke tomorrow, but they know how to get it back.
Yes.
If you go broke, if one of us, you know what I'm saying, like that, average Joe, we hit the lottery, not saying us, but, you know, a typical person who's not used to managing that type of money, who knows how to manage that type of money, hit the lottery tomorrow, they're going to go broke in a year or 2 years because they don't know how to capitalize on that money, right? So that's the difference. A billionaire can lose all his billions and he'll get it back. He'll become a billionaire again.
Yeah. So look, this is what I.
It's the mind state.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I would say, and I don't know. I feel like I'm cheating because, you know, I came from a poverty mindset to like what I'm obtaining and what I am now. But real quick before I say that, because it's kind of like I feel like I'm answering DC's question. But yeah, Dennis, you're 100% right, and I agree with you. And it's just money management, and I'm glad that you said that, right? So I'm gonna bring it back to trading real quick. So I'm gonna tell you right now, you could think in your head and understand all these trading strategies and be like, dang, all I gotta do is take 10%, 20%, and just have a net 10% stop loss, whatever the case may be. I promise you, if you have $1,000 account or $2,000 account, or $5,000 account, or $500 account, and you're losing and not growing that account, you're going to do the same thing with a $10,000 account or a $20,000 account. Because if you cannot manage small money, you definitely can't manage big money. Exactly. And I thought that it wasn't the case. And it's just like, I tried it. And remember I told you I blew a $7,000 account? It's because it's the mindset, right? Yeah. It's the mindset. A billionaire could lose everything, like you were saying, but it's just the mindset. But to answer like DC's question, like I'll try to answer in two different ways, like the rich way and the poor way. And the rich way or the poor way, I just feel like I'm just gonna say the right answer, and it's because the kind of person that I am. But like, if I was rich and I had $1 billion, and I know what you're saying, like you just have all these homes or whatever, and you're not occupying them, they're collecting dust and things of that nature. It's like you want more, but for what? And what are you doing with this? Like me having that type of wealth, that's not a problem for me, because if I have all these homes and I will find a use for it. I have family in Dominican Republic. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to sell this and build houses over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna find a use. Like, I know we need libraries. They try to burn books. They showed us that in history. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I will do things that will help the communities, but of course, go back to my community, go back to my parents' homeland. You know what I'm saying? Dominican Republic, and things of that nature, where I can make a difference. But that's just me knowing that. Why? Because I know that I can't take the money with me. If you're a billionaire, bro, that it is bro, you can still set generations up. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully you leave things, videos or whatever to give them the mindset to continue to do things, right? But if they're coming from your lineage, your legacy, they're going to have that mindset. It's built in their DNA. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like I'm gonna say the right thing. And if I'm poor, I remember having that mindset. What I understand about it is karma. Karma, which is two sides of it. It's good karma and it's bad karma. Whenever you start to try to transform in life and do something that you're making a paradigm shift, right? You have to give it time. The reason why I say that is because you're turning you're trying to turn habits into different habits, right? And when that process starts to happen, you may go 6 months, a year, like, man, I'm doing this, I'm practicing all this, I'm doing yoga, I'm meditating, I'm loving people, I'm hugging trees, I'm doing all of this, but all this is not happening for me. But guess what? How old are you? How much negative stuff was you putting out to the universe? Well, that's karma still coming back to you, but good karma is coming to you as well. And the thing is, negativity spreads quicker, right? Positivity doesn't. How do we know that? Because if I tell you to go work out right now, you'll go work. Let's just say you got a strong mindset. You'll go work out. And if I tell you to go read a book, a chapter, after that workout, you possibly will do it. Let's say you did it. If I tell you to go learn about trading, you're going to get tired of learning. Like, that's positive stuff. You're going to get tired of pushing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Certain people that just continue to push themselves, they don't understand what the hell pushing yourself means. It becomes second nature. That's the trick. All you have to do is keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. If you watch Netflix, if you're obsessed with distractions, guess what? You're gonna be distracted all the time. And when you try not to get distracted, that distraction is gonna creep in your mind. Like, hey, come on, hey, boy, don't we normally watch Netflix or watch cartoons? Let's go watch cartoons, man, while you're learning. And you're gonna be like, man, in your head, like, all right, I'm gonna go watch cartoons after I finish watching the Strat video and stuff like that. But guess what? You're not even learning now because you're thinking about the cartoons. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I realized. Like, if you want to realize this, turn off the TV. Everything that you do, if you go play basketball, if you go do this, stop doing it and go do what you actually want to do. And watch how your body, your spirit, I promise you, your spirit, right, will not allow you to do that. You'll see your subconscious at play. You'll literally see it. And you'll be like, you'll start criticizing yourself. You'll be like, dang, man, I told myself I was going to do this. I told myself I was going to do that. And that's not what you do. If you do that, you lower your frequency. You descend yourself. If you tell yourself like, hey, man, let's just start. You know, let's just do this. I promise you, it's like the trick. Like, if you know it's only going to take 10 seconds, like if you know you got to take the trash out, don't procrastinate. Don't procrastinate. You know it takes less than 10 seconds. Go take the trash out.
But
when you do that,
Moody, what you're talking about, that's I think slightly different than the consciousness part of like kind of where I was mentioning, meaning money relative to happiness and that whole kind of thing. Now, resources and providing resources for family members, that's like different. But like, I guess my question is like in terms of the level of satisfaction with life in general and the energy. Now, what you just said is kind of different because I feel like what you're talking about in terms of not procrastinating and being active and doing all these things, that exudes energy. And it's kind of like what Dennis was saying, that mind state that you just described is one in which attracts money or attracts positive energy and attracts positive people. And I feel like, you know, for you personally, it's one of those things that like attracted trading to you. I mean, you were attracted to trading, but it's like the energy and the way you approached it is how it just came to you. And that, I think, is the difference. I think a lot of people miss sometimes when you think about people that are high earners or good traders or people that become billionaires. Yeah, you could make I don't know, let's just call it $100,000 on Monday, lose it on Tuesday, and then make it back on Wednesday, like it was nothing, and then make another 100 on Thursday and walk away at the end of the week up 300. But it's because of the energy that you're putting out there, like you said, and it's that positive energy that sort of gets out of the way all the, like, I know y'all seen the Instagram thing with Shaq just like dusting stuff off, like all the negative stuff just coming at him. That's what I'm talking about, like in terms of like your consciousness and the energy that you are talking about.
Yeah, so that's my energy, but that's also love.
Yeah,
I just understand that love beats everything. So I move with love, but I demand respect. Right. And I demand respect because we all deserve respect. I believe that everybody should demand respect, but because everybody should be respectful to one another. But can you repeat so I can answer it consciously? Like, what was really your question?
Yeah, I can answer it. I can answer it, but like, I guess just to put it in perspective, right? What changed my mindset as far as when I think of the American lifestyle and how, we Americans live, as far as like you were saying, the big house, the 5-bedroom house, the big cars, we do everything big, right? So when I started to travel, especially like overseas, Europe, and then like you go to like Africa, and you go to all these different countries who are less fortunate than us, and you see how they live, and you see that, hey, their lifestyle is definitely much different, much, minimalist than us. They don't have the big house, they don't have the big car, right? Kids living in Africa, some of them don't even have houses for, as actual buildings, right? They have sheds and stuff like that, but they still find value, they still find happiness in what they have, and they're satisfied, right? And that's the difference between us and them, is that as Americans, we are never satisfied. We can have $1 million house, the biggest house, cars. We can,
I disagree.
We can retire our family and this and that, but we're always shooting for the next goal. We're always working. Like Americans, we work so much. We work so much in our life. And when you go to these other countries, they enjoy life much different. They work less and they enjoy their life. And although they have less, but they value what they have. And we don't, not saying everybody, but the majority of Americans don't value what you have. So you're always shooting for the next goal. And if you're always shooting for the next goal, then you're never going to find value in what you already have. If you're looking for what's the next level. Oh, I hit this level. Oh, so let me hit the next level. So, okay, so I can't, fall back. So I got to go to the next level. And the level keeps moving. So the bar keeps getting set. You set the bar this way, it moves. Set the bar this way, it moves. So the bar constantly changes, and you never hit that top level because you don't really know what you find value in. Right. So if I don't know what I find value in, then I'm never going to be satisfied with what I have. So if it's, hey, I find value in education and I want to get a PhD, I want to get, I don't know what's after a PhD, but, own my company. And I'm like, well, I own my company, but, I want to own, 10 companies. So you continuously hit these goals and you never, the bar just keeps moving. So you never really hit what your goal is. Then you look up and you like, hey, I climbed the corporate ladder. I made all this money and I did all this. My family is set. My kids are set. But I just don't know why I'm never satisfied. I just don't know why no one's happy. Right. And it boils down to like, well, we were constantly working, constantly trying to hit these goals, but we didn't realize what the actual value was, right? So if you don't know what that value is or what that passion is, then you're going to constantly find yourself pushing yourself to hit goals that are not there. You're going to create imaginary goals.
So one thing I would say is I agree. At first, I said I disagree with you, but I agree and I disagree with you. But it's just certain things that you said, right? Like I started disagreeing when you said America, right? Because I could put it. I'm gonna just give you my perspective. And before I even go on, was that like basically hitting the nail on the head? Because I agree with what Dennis is saying, hitting on the nail, like answering your question, DC.
Oh yeah. It's basically, I mean, he was talking about levels, and I was saying like, okay, let's look at like Super Mario Brothers. Like you got all these different levels. Any video game, like at what point do you ever beat the game, or do you?
All right, so you never beat
unlimited levels.
To me, you never beat the game. Like I agree with Dennis. I agree with him. It was just when he said the American thing, right? Because I'm American, but my ethnicity is Dominican, right? So once he started talking about leaving the country, that's when it clicked for me. And I'm like, okay, yes, absolutely. And I agree with you, right? And the thing is the reason I was saying I disagree, I wouldn't use the word American. I'll just use the word individual. And it's because everybody has their own experience. I don't know when anyone left the country, but I left the country at like 3-5 years old. You know what I'm saying? I broke up with my wife at 6th grade because she thought I wasn't going to come back because I was in Dominican Republic and I was punished. You know what I'm saying? Because of value, like what Dennis was saying, because my parents are from there and they were making me value certain things and also value my culture, right? But I agree with what Dennis was saying 100%. And to answer the question, to me, I don't feel like you ever beat the game. I don't feel like you ever get to where you want to get to in life. The reason why is because you always are going to want more. Like for me, I can only speak from my perspective. It all depends on the individual. Me wanting wealth or anything is more so for knowledge. I want my history. I want to know who I am even more and more and more. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, people can say, oh yeah, Google this or Google that. Yeah, you can write whatever you want on Wikipedia and things of that nature. So that's like my overall thing is like knowing who I am more and more and more and more. And that's why I go through a lot of like my meditation therapy and things of that nature. But that's what I learned in life. And reading different stories in life and seeing different things that the world has showed me, what I realized, and that's why I always tell people and I tell myself, my success is measured in happiness, right? Because that's why you can go to these countries like Dominican Republic, Africa, that they may not have anything, but they value the things that they have. It's because they're happy with what they have. They're happy to be around their family. And that's the goal. My thing that I'm learning in life is just help people. Why? Because that brings the ultimate happiness. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I agree with 100%. Like that's just my experience, but I agree 100% with what Dennis said. You probably said it way better than I did, to be honest.
Nah, bro, I'm tripping over this chat is like.
Oh, I'm not in, bro. There's too many chats right now to keep up with.
Yeah. D Wiz, man, he needs to go to sleep, man.
Yeah. But one thing I would say, what Dennis said, if you start to leave this country and you start to see other ethnicities and other cultures, you'll start to realize things and you'll start to find your passion and stuff. And with me, really, it's just passion to me is I could create passion. So for me, it's never looking for passion because I create that. Is whatever I'm motivated in and I put my care behind. To me, it's like, what is my purpose? What am I here for? You know what I'm saying? When I leave, did I fulfill my mission? So it's like, I always think of my purpose in anything that I do in life. You know what I'm saying? And even with trading, like, what time is it? It's 12:06. I got a wife. I'm not gonna say everything. Her hands bit up, like, but I understand that she's being taken care of. I'm being taken care of. God is protecting us and taking care of us. So let me give this overflow of energy that I have. You know what I'm saying? And provide it to the group. Whatever, if it's knowledge, energy, wisdom, care, love, That's what I understand because somebody needs this.
Dennis, question for you. So to your point, what about the hard work in obtaining these levels to be able to help others? Similar to what Moody just said. So like me, I have a vision of being able to help people. Like if we look at things like right now with COVID, you got people that's struggling, people that's in need. So what about that hard work to be able to get to that next level so that you can help bootstrap those people who may not be in the position to pull themselves up, or to be able to help them appreciate or be able to see value in other things that they may not necessarily be able to get at their current level?
So I'll answer that question is, I mean, for me personally, when I think about it, I think of Jordan, right? Jordan has 10 years in the game, right? 10 years in the game, experience, trading, and this and that, right? He could theoretically, you know, sail off in the sunset and be and be cool. I gotta stop looking at the chat. He could sail off in the sunset and be good, right? You know, with his skill set and his skills and his technical knowledge of trading, and he can keep that for himself. But that's not his true desire, right? His true desire is saying like, hey, I put 10 years in the game, but I'm trying to teach y'all how to do it in 2 years, 3 years, you know, 4 years, whatever that may be. I'm trying to give y'all the blueprint, right? So that's his passion. That's his vision that he have. And that's the value that he has for this Discord, right? So I think it's just more
Talk
so
spicy, Dennis. Yes, sir.
I gotta stop looking at the chat, bro. The chat, yeah, it's killing me. But so that's his value, right? And that's his passion when it comes to trading. It's saying, hey, I'm not going to keep this information and this knowledge to myself. I can go outside and get hit by a bus, God forbid that happens. But, you know, I can go outside and something happens and you guys are done, right? So instead, I'm going to give this knowledge and give this game and give the blueprint.
Words are powerful. He may walk outside and get hit by a book.
All right, look, I'm going to jump right here.
Hold up, bro. Let me.
So I got hit by a car before on the highway.
Yo, stop.
May 17th, 2016. Oh. I got hit by a car. I was in a car accident. In a car accident, like a regular car accident on the highway. I got out the car. I got hit by another car. Like a car hit me, knocked me in the air. And like a couple weeks before that happened,
my heart hurt.
My ex had said, a couple weeks before that happened, my ex and I got into it, and she was like, I hope you get hit by a bus. And she has beat herself up because she was like, she was like, you could have died.
Oh my gosh, yo.
Like, yeah. So it was just funny that you said you hit by a bus. She like, still to this day, she'll be
that
like,
totally went left field, bro.
that's the reason you got hit. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Man, just imagine, right? If you would have got hit, bro, we wouldn't have hit that 232% banger.
Oh, I got hit. I just didn't die. I got hit twice.
That's why I say he got hit by a book, bro.
Yo, my stomach hurt, yo.
His glasses came off. His after hours, baby.
They did. Glasses and my shoes. I had some Air Max.
Brian.
The doctors cut my clothes off in the emergency room. I said, bro, these joggers, these some $60 Nike joggers, bro. They said, scissored up my shirt.
Bro, whenever it happened, you ever think about like, if you get in an accident, right? I guess that's my mom always told me. She was like, you know, every time you got out the shower, you need to put lotion on this and that all over your body. I'm like, why? She's like, well, if you ever get in an accident and they got to cut your clothes off, you don't want to be ashy.
Yeah, that's different. That's different.
I was like, man, I don't think they care about if your knees ashy.
But you gonna care, bro. Cause yeah. I was fully functional. I'm like, bro, they cut my socks off, dog. This was like the Nike Elite era where people was paying $14 for a pair, like one pair of socks.
Oh,
with
man,
the stripes on the back.
I remember those, bro.
With the stripes on the back.
Yeah, the stripes on the back. You wear those joints every 5 days a week,
bro. There, bro, not the $14 socks, the
Yeah.
$50 Nike joggers, and the shirt I won in a bet on the football game. And somebody bought me the shirt because I won the football game bet, and they cut it off. I said, bro, it's my favorite shirt. But yeah, sorry, Dennis. It's just Hit by a bus. Just I had to share that. That was
yeah, but yeah, I don't know who was asking that question. I hope that kind of like sums it up. But yeah,
I wonder if she'll answer if I call her. Probably got me blocked.
Who you calling, bro?
Hey,
I'm sorry.
you remember when you told me you wish I got hit by a bus? And then I got hit by that car. I'm on a Zoom and the dude just used that as an example. He was like, God forbid Jordan get hit by a bus. And I was like, man, crazy story, bro. So yeah, bro, that's I just.
So for anyone who's asking, I think you was asking, Jordan. That's a caveat. That's
a caveat.
That's a caveat.
Yeah, wow, bro.
Yeah, words
That's
are
too
powerful, and it's your fault that I almost died.
Damn, bro. Told you, books, bro. Books. Don't hurt too much, bro. Yeah, man. What y'all want to do? I might roll up and just jump on the charts. I don't know. I think I'm tired. I don't know.
Now, I just typed in my sign. I didn't look at. I don't know if I spelled that correctly or not. So
Oh, you're in here dropping signs? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We got Virgos. I fuck with Virgos.
Virgo, Moody.
Virgo. Who is that? Oh, that was Sam. Y'all fuck with Virgo. Y'all real cool.
My sister's a Gemini, so when you say you're a Gemini, it makes sense.
Yeah, my wife's a Virgo.
We're wonderful people.
Y'all are wonderful beings. Very, very. Let me see. We got Scorpios in here, Pisces.
Yeah, Lauren, y'all are passionate. Like, I have a friend. I could not tell her about well, this was years ago with some situationship. She was passionate. Like, I stopped telling her stuff because she wanted to fight them. I was like, it's fine. It's okay.
I know that's what they be trying to do. Pisces be
Like,
trying to drown people.
I get it, but I'm like, I can't even tell you nothing no more because, yeah, it's fine. Let me go through my toxicity in peace. That's the old Shay. That's the old me. Not currently.
I can relate to that. Oh my gosh.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all, it is about to be almost 1 o'clock. Y'all still on this live, man. Shout out to y'all, bro. Scorpios in the chat. Y'all must love us.
I think we talked about it the last few sessions. I mean, we've had some very therapeutic sessions. So it's like the top of the hour with Jordan coordinating, and he has his class. It's topical, and then the Q&A, and man, those let's get money sessions, pull the trigger sessions,
Right. Look, you don't woke Quinn up.
Don't get me started.
That's crazy. And on the highway too.
It's valuable. And Shade, you still are in school, or when are you gonna be done?
Oh, look, DC, you called me out, man, and I talked to my therapist about this. I'm a therapist that has a therapist.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Man, just my drive for success and degrees is It's
So she
something
was the
serious.
Kanye was talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, what you going to school for?
Clinical psychology. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, for my PhD. And there's no degree after PhD, Dennis. I heard you say. I don't know what's after that. There's
Yeah,
nothing unless you
I stopped
Dr. Shay.
after my bachelor's, man.
Dr. Shay, yes. Yeah, man. I don't know. I ain't gonna talk about the therapy session I had, but it made so much sense why I achieve. I drive. My drive for achievement is beyond understanding. But yep, my survival mode, my validation is behind my degrees and these letters after my name.
You know,
But we're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna. I just want my mama to accept me. It comes down to
look, for some people, it's how many chips they got, you know, in terms of championships, rings, degrees, dollar signs, you know, what have you. But, you know, whatever works for you. And yeah, I salute you. I salute
Hopefully
you.
Biden forgive those loans because
man. Say
PhD.
he's sending all this money over there to Ukraine. I'm like, bro, you ain't even knocked out one student loan.
Oh,
Right.
I'm right there with you. That's why I'm
Like
trading.
one.
Like I'm like, all right, that's why I'm trading.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna knock him out though after this wedding. But that's my focus right now. Trying to trade to pay for this wedding. We ain't got no parents that's gonna cough up no money.
Well, you'll get it. You'll get it.
Yeah.
Thank you. This was a good week for me. So I
Yeah.
transferred all that money over to that wedding account. I said, oh Lord, I had to
You had some bangers, boy. You was hitting them Quentin style.
Shout out to Dennis, the one to pay them student loans back.
Shout
then.
out.
My ass.
You heard? Jay, yeah, bro. I was thinking the same thing too, but yeah, bro.
They can kiss my ass. I got my education for the free.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm
I feel you, bro.
still waiting on Biden to drop that. I mean, he got to the 31st of this month.
Yeah, he gonna do something because
Yeah, I'm like, look.
But yeah, that's the whole thing. So yeah, that's why I found Jordan. Jordan said, you know, I use trading to pay off my student loans. I'm like, all right, I need to do the same thing, bro, because you know, I ain't trying to come out of pocket with this, you know. So.
Exactly. If we can avoid it, then yes.
Yeah.
Like, let's get it. Knock them out.
Yep. And I'm looking for a handout for everybody who said, yeah, I'm looking for a handout. Yeah, that's me. That's your boy. Looking for a handout. Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Actually, now not that I know we just went down the rabbit hole with like energy and more and you know all this kind of stuff. So I'm not gonna go down another rabbit hole, but I will say this: education itself and the education system, man, that's its own game.
It's flawed, man. Flawed.
Exactly.
It's like I wouldn't say this. I will say that my education has provided me with a blessed, you know, life. You know, I live a good life. So it has. So I'm not gonna, you know, downplay and say that, you know, it's not well. It has provided me with opportunities and places to work, you know, that I didn't think that I would ever work in this world. So
he acting like he can't hear you, Moody.
I know.
No, I was somebody talking?
Yeah, I was asking if I could hold some.
You said what?
Some chicken wing.
Yeah, you said on him.
Oh, can he hold something?
No, that's Moneybags Quinn, man. Moneybags Quinn got the
Quinn got the
Moneybags Quinn, boy. You know.
Essentially taking Eva's trades.
That's Moneybags Quinn. He was telling people to invest in Apple in 2012. So that's why I'm gonna leave it there, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it at that.
Apple made me a lot of money,
look
bro.
up Apple's price in 2012 and you'll get what I'm saying.
I've been buying Apple for a long time, my brother.
Yeah.
I got a lot of my shares called away last year, though, doing cover calls, but it's all good. The money's there.
So yeah,
my daddy done pop back up. He said, "I'm not falling asleep on the live this time."
Right.
I'm back, baby. Friday, back, baby.
Yeah.
See, Jordan, you was calling all those swings, and you know I don't be getting down with swings too heavy. So now I'm all Eva trades now, huh? That's how you feel?
I think Jordan's still on the phone with the chick that got hit by. I mean, the chick.
Yeah.
that
He trying to get back. He trying to get back. he ain't slick.
He's like, look.
Yeah.
I had a reason. Let me dial her up. I had a reason.
It's gonna be on you, Dennis, if they rekindle because you sparked it.
I mean,
chill out.
Yeah.
He flew up in the air.
He got that hair on backer, bro.
Can we get a remake of that?
Yeah.
Wow, bro.
Come on, Jay. Get that Luther Vandross song, baby.
Oh, wow.
Where's Luther? Yeah.
You see in the chat program, man, don't let us be talking ugly now.
So Quinn taking
Nah, bro, chill.
Quinn, what's up, bro? What's the deal?
What you mean?
I mean, you just gonna ditch me, bro?
What you talking about? I took Vips. I took I missed Sava.
Yeah, right. You took one.
Stop. What? Let me go to my spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Nah. The spy 10%er.
The spy.
The spy 10%er.
Quinn over there like, yo, open a cap.
What you talking about, bro?
No, bro. I know you got it, bro.
I know. Man, you know I'm gonna give my same rant I give every Friday night, bro. These folks better get on these moderators' calls, man. Like I'm gonna say the same thing, help, man. Like if y'all, man, how many people?
They've been killing it too, man. And
They've been man.
They've been killing it, man.
So one of his plays moved so fast today. The Amazon call, like he called it, and I literally went to pull it up, and it was already up 10 points. So I'm like, I'm not gonna chase it, but it still went up like another 20-30%. So I could have got in, but I was like, it already had made a move. So I don't like chasing. But nah, Zay been killing it for real. Zay been killing it, man. Like seriously. And his plays, I mean, the contracts are good prices. Yeah. So it's not an issue of, you know, prices being too high, like Tesla or whatever, SPX or whatever, man. Like there's something for everybody here, man. So if y'all listening on this chat right now, man, and like, listen, man, there's somebody for everybody. Like,
you sound like a matchmaker.
It's somebody for everybody. Unless you're Aries, because Shay talking that mess.
I can't stand an Aries man, but I can't because my exes. I can't talk about them now, but they weren't good for me. All 3 or 4 of them.
Dennis? It looked like you pointed Dennis. Yeah.
So when I hear people say that, I just say like, well, what's the common denominator in all those relationships? Let me stop.
Mute Dennis, Jordan. Mute Dennis. Cut video.
Too much. That was too much, but I see what you did there.
It was about to go to bed, but she said she coming for Dennis now.
No, we just need to have we can do a therapy session. We can do a therapy session.
All I would say, always came back.
See, and just because they come back don't mean you want them, right? Right?
That's a fact.
Nah, and we different though. Now we different though. So hey,
real
you
different.
Know?
Too different.
Real different.
Real different.
Yeah.
All right. So how about those charts, man? Where movie has
everybody on charts. What about them charts? We looked them charts.
What about them charts? What y'all want to look at?
I'm ready for this Apple put the hit on Monday.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Can it hit on Tuesday? Is that okay?
I don't care. Monday, Tuesday. Whatever. I'm in it. So it's all good.
Where is my trading view at? Oh, here we go.
You see my, let me pull up Spy.
I still got Lil Jon and Usher playing in the background.
Lil Jon, turn that stuff
That
up.
Lovers and Friends?
No,
Friends and Lovers?
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
been
baby.
playing this whole time.
Man, you was like 8 when that came out. What you talking about? I was in college. I was like 23. So you had to be like 8.
Hey, bro, some, bro.
Something like that.
Yeah.
DC finna be like, I was 30.
Remember, Jaden, still remember Jordan still wet behind the ears.
Yeah, man. This dude's a kid.
Yo, Quinn, how old is you, bro?
39.
Quinn,
39.
He's a kid.
Makes sense.
Dang, bro.
Damn, bro, you look good, my brother.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
you be hitting
bro.
the gym? You
Who's
moisturize?
30?
You see it?
Nah, 30,
Hold on,
39 is 39 is super young, but I'm just saying, damn, bro.
Money bags, 30.
I thought he was like 23.
Most people think I'm that young for real though.
I swear on me. That shit's
Hey,
weird, but
he says an apple a day. Keep them wrinkles away.
That's
Hey.
Well.
Nah, man. I'm an old head out here, man. You think I'm talking about buying Apple in 2012?
Yeah, exactly, bro. That's why I was like, my money wasn't, up there.
$18 a share back then.
You know what I wish I would have gotten though. Too. I wasn't thinking about what Quinn was thinking about in 2012. I was on some other stuff. But in 04, when Google had their, they did a Dutch auction, and their IPO price was 100 at that time, and they've done splits and all that since then. But yeah, everybody was like, Google what? I mean, can you imagine that? Like back in 04, everybody's like,
I got a homeboy who invested in Tesla when it was like $100.
Yeah.
And then I got another homeboy who invested in Facebook IPO when it was like $80. And I was like, yo. And then this old guy, right? So this is like the old guy, right? We never listened to the old people with the wisdom, right? He was telling me about Coinbase before it was even public, saying, you need to open up this Coinbase account, invest in this Bitcoin. I'm like, Bitcoin's like $50. I ain't investing no Bitcoin. He's like, man, I'm telling you, man, I got a couple Bitcoins. And I was like, you're a fool. So
I missed that too, bro.
Yeah.
Nuts.
And then I had a friend that told me to buy Bitcoin in 2015, or it was like 2014.
So I got this other guy. He was Asian.
He's doing well right now.
Yeah, he did some web development for a company overseas, and he was like, "Hey, you want us to pay you in like Bitcoin or dollars?" He was like, Bitcoin, and I was like, "Why are you telling him to pay you in Bitcoin, bro? That's nothing. Like, you basically working for free." And he was like, "You never know, it may go up." I was like, "All right, you're a fool." But yeah, so he said he bought a Tesla and he kept the rest, and I was like,
Him man called everybody a fool.
Yeah,
Everybody a fool, bro.
Exactly.
Jingle.
Telling you, bro. Like,
bro, you want to make $1 million? You're a fool.
Young and dumb.
Man, listen, I was like, Bitcoin. I like try to read up on it, man. I was like, man, I'm not buying no Bitcoin, man. I don't even know what this is. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna keep buying this Apple, these index funds. Like, that's what I was doing, man. But man, I wish, man.
Bro,
he was trying to tell y'all.
Did I tell you about the guy? What was it? 2012.
Y'all let Bitcoin go to 17,000. This is at 25.
It's still at a good price right now, though. 25
It's
good.
a beautiful price.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful price. But my bad, I just cut you off, DC. I apologize.
Oh no, it's all good. I was just gonna say this dude.
That's not all good.
No worries, man. No worries at all. He was this was like 2012, and he was a miner. I think I mentioned this at one point, but he was a miner. He had like about $45,000 worth of Bitcoin back then. I don't know what the price was then, but yeah, $45,000 worth of Bitcoin. He was like, Dave, you should get you something, man. It's like, no. You telling me to get Bitcoin and you asking me how to do taxes for Bitcoin. I'm like, why would I get Bitcoin? And yeah.
Oh snap, Jordan on the charts? Yeah,
I'm grabbing a little bit now, though. I'm grabbing some now, though, DC.
So look,
I'm grabbing some now.
Look, y'all want some motivation? Like, if I was a new trader and I would have seen something like that, I would have been like, yo, Jordan, how do you do this? So Jordan, how do you do this? Like, I'd be bugging somebody with questions if like I was a new trader, or even if I wasn't a new trader. I'd be like, bro, you got the charts in? Yo, hey, look, I'm in this play. I'm in this. What you think about this? Hey, yo, blah, blah. I'll be bugging people. But hey, I should have never said that. Ooh.
Gordon's using that
My
Elliott
first,
Wade theory.
Oh.
Yeah.
Repping the
MSC
gang,
page.
rep the gang, bro. Hey.
This is my prediction going into next week for Nordstrom. I'm predicting it to drop on earnings.
I didn't know Nordstrom had stopped. Like,
I'm gonna call this out for real.
Call that, bro. I'm writing it down. I got notes, bro.
man, people still shop.
I can see that. I can see stuff like that happening, but how is the C gonna happen? That's like a sideways cup.
Hey, bro. You know how you be looking at Head and Shoulders like this sometimes? Just look at that, bro.
Hey, it got me today.
Come on now. This is just like a rapid drop, bro. It's gaps. It's gaps, bro. It's just-
Consolidation.
You talking about like Gap? What's that stuff? What's that ticker? Gap? What? GAP?
no, GPS.
Yo, did you just make that up, or is that real?
What are you talking about?
I didn't make
Rapid
it up.
gap?
We made it up. Yeah.
No,
Did
yeah.
you
Whatever you heard is not what was it was a joke.
No. We play. We play. Yeah.
Good night, Shay.
Yeah, good night, Shay.
But this is no real talk though. Real talk. This is me charting it up.
Night.
When I
Oh,
call
peace out,
JW inputs, don't be surprised. This is it.
All right.
MSC
I
pattern.
heard you.
It's gonna drop down here, then it's gonna consolidate, then it's gonna work its way back up. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna be Quinn. Don't worry. I ain't just gonna take Vips and Spy. I'm gonna be with you.
Thanks, bro.
What?
Yeah, thanks, bro. Quinn, man, I don't know. Next thing you know, Quinn gonna be like, I follow Lethal. I'm like,
I follow Lethal.
Nah, listen. Nah. I got killed on some lethal swings, man, and this dude wasn't responding to nothing. So I got hot. I'm like, nah, I ain't taking no more trades.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that, bro.
I was like, man, what you like, man? Like, nah,
I remember
I'm good,
that, dude.
I'm good.
dang, I still got this on my chart.
I tried money bags like y'all was talking about earlier. Man, I was trying to keep up with his trades. I lost like $1,000.
Same thing. You missed
That's
type.
when you wasn't. That's when you wasn't
I
using
can't
your.
get out the contract.
I was like, how is he doing this shit? I was like, yo, how's he doing this? Like, there's no way. They move so
listen,
quick.
Here's the
But
thing with money bags.
But look, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm proud of you, Quinn, because that was the time when you wasn't utilizing your own risk management, my brother.
Not at all.
See, if you utilize your risk management that you have now, you won't feel like that about
I
it.
learned, but you know what though? It took me losing that money. I
you
mean,
feel
like,
me?
I don't want nobody to take my path. Don't take my path. Listen, create
Sound
risk
like
management.
Luther. I had to lose this money. I had to.
Luther said he want to lose
said.
25K. No, sir. I'm not. Nah.
No way.
No way. I was down like
Luther said it.
4,000, 4,500, something like that. No risk management. I'm jumping in everything. I'm taking lethal. I'm trying to follow money bag, everything, bro. I'm getting killed. I'm like, man, I got to figure this out. I got some swings with lethal. Like that joint dropped like 50% overnight. He ain't saying nothing, you know. But when he up 20%, oh, he commenting. But when that joint down, he ain't saying nothing. I'm like, what you at, bro?
Oh me, yeah, I had to have a talk.
Hold on,
about
is
it.
that the reason why he put out that lengthy, update on all the stocks? Because I don't usually follow him, but I noticed he put out a lengthy note. Like, hold on, these are updates on all my positions.
I don't know what happened. I just knew I was like, nah, man, I'm done. I'm good.
I follow Trendsetter sometimes. That Trendsetter watch list and their trades.
It's fire. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just not patient enough for it though. Like that's my problem.
Yeah.
I'm not patient,
but you know,
man.
like Jordan trades sometimes drop 20%.
Bro, I listen. I got special rules for Jordan. Like, yo,
I mean,
I'm
Jordan
buying
tells
Jordan.
he tells you.
And
Like,
At least
listen,
I say something.
yo, on his on that upstart swing that went crazy like maybe like a month ago, right? So I already know if I'm swinging, if it dropped, I'm going average down regardless. Yeah. So I bought like 10. No, I bought like maybe 5 or something, and then it dropped like 30 cents. So I bought another 10 or something. The next day that thing went crazy. I mean, like almost 4 G's.
I don't think he put that disclaimer out for the new members of getting this trade.
I was like, yo, if you get it with Jordan, be prepared. It might go down a bit, but you're gonna be good. But you gotta be able to stomach it.
You gotta have
stay patient. Stay patient.
You gotta be patient with them. Now, Eva and Pastor, if theirs go down, get out. Because they scalping like quick.
You gotta tell them with that I think it was the XBX call out. You put it was like 1,500. And somebody paid you like, do you know how much that contract is? Are you crazy?
They showed, bro. It was 1,800, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, dang, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
I saw when he posted that. I put my phone down and walked away.
I was like,
yeah, bro. I said, good time to get some wings.
Y'all done pissed Jordan off.
Only person taking this trade in here is Jordan and Moody. That's it.
Yeah. They be throwing that money out there, baby.
He said, are you crazy? Do you know how much that is?
That motherfucker got $1,800.
Yeah, I know how much it was. I bought it.
God. But if it moves 5%, you good. Like, you good.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm right there in it with him. Like, hey, 18, I'm grabbing it, and I'm looking for 10, and I'm out.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Dennis, you wasn't here when I had that $900 Shopify lotto.
Yeah.
It was $940. It's a Shopify earnings lotto or whatever it was.
Yeah, we're gonna swing it over the next week. We all like,
wait a minute. A lotto? Nah,
yeah,
you tripping.
Yeah. Well, crazy.
Nah, you tripping.
It can go to zero.
Zero.
If it goes to zero,
we're going on the road that week.
It's only
My
$900.
lotto budget is $1,000.
This man's on a $900 lotto, bro.
Oh my gosh, I'm dying, yo.
But at least he's honest though.
Yeah.
At least
but
he's
he did say his lottos are $1,000, and I'm like, what?
That be the lotto.
Be prepared to zero. So
if I see lotto behind something,
look, I gotta.
I'm
so
good.
basically, you telling me I need to get my car, drive on the highway, and take $1,000 and throw it out the window. That's basically what I'm doing. That's basically what I'm doing.
Lotto.
But most of my lottos hit though.
They do.
They do.
You know what I'm
Jordan,
it's just something about me seeing that lotto in front of it. I don't, man.
So what you know in that wherever he chooses his lotto, just go a little further out the money. Be like, yeah, I don't got nothing to throw out.
Yo, MK on here?
Yeah.
So I was talking to MK about that, about Eva, man, because he talks about her SPX plays. So I'm like, bro, just go further out of the money. Like, if she calling a 200 contract, just go up a little bit. You can get it for 100. Like, it's still gonna move. So I'm just like, don't get caught up necessarily in the exact contract, man. Go further out, and you're gonna still be good.
See, that's what Moody was talking about. Like,
I mean, not too far, man, but you can get that price down. I mean, I just did it last week with one of her calls. Like, I went up like maybe 34. I don't remember how much I went up, but her contracts were like 8 something. Nah, no, it was like maybe 4 something, and I think I got some contracts for like maybe in the 2s, maybe. I forgot the exact number, man, but I got a pretty good price on it, and it still moved. So,
and then on top of that too, like, don't forget, for any Forex traders that's on here, that's like, you know, they just be rocking with us, but y'all just strictly do Forex. That's what D-Wiz do. Anytime Jordan puts out a SPY play or SPX play, D-Wiz goes and trades it over there, or even a Tesla play or something like that. He trades it on MT4, on Forex. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can utilize all of this in different aspects. There's different stocks that you can trade in Forex as well with MT4 that, okay, cool. You do follow Jordan, but you follow Bang in the Forex things. But it's like, okay, let me go ahead. I got a little extra capital I can play with, or a little bit of extra profits. Let me go ahead and grab this play and give me a little 20%er as well, and utilize Quinn's trading strategy as well. So don't forget that in this space, there's so many different aspects that you can do, right? Just wanted to throw that out there.
Man, listen,
Wiz always
that
doing
copier,
that. And he do it because of the data.
that copier thing Bain is putting out there, oh, I'm about to be all over that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You see what you about to do?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you can
No,
literally
yeah.
copy trades. All I gotta do is
That's
put money in the
crazy.
account.
Well, they got that
Man,
with
I'm out of there.
That is
eToro.
crazy.
I'm out of there, bro.
That's
crypto. eToro does that. You can copy trade with that too.
That's crazy.
Man, you can charge me whatever.
Jordan, you gonna do that, Jordan?
You said what, Brian?
You gonna do that? We're gonna pay you 10%.
Man, they have it set up. I've been approached a couple times by
They can take 20.
I
don't care.
I don't care.
I feel uncomfortable having somebody's software hooked up to my account.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just me personally.
I feel you.
I
feel you.
don't no uncertainty.
That's weird,
Okay.
ain't it? That's a little weird.
Yeah.
That ain't the blockchain.
I try a couple $100, you know what I'm saying? A G or something.
Somebody else's hands in your pocket. Whose hands in my pocket?
The idea
No,
is
I'm saying with Quinn's perspective, yeah, anybody would love to do that. Yeah, I'll connect to your account, but allowing somebody to connect to your account, that's invasive.
No. So with the copier, he's not like it's literally just making the trades. Like he can't take nothing out. Now Jordan is saying the software might have some issues, but the person making the calls, like he doesn't have access from what I understand.
No,
that's
account. It's connecting. So I'm not sure exactly the details. I'm gonna actually talk to Bain about it too. But like with me, it was two companies that was like, we can hook it up where if I use TD Ameritrade and Quinn uses TD Ameritrade, if I take a SPY, whatever call, it'll automatically execute on Quinn's account too.
Yep.
Correct.
Right? Yeah. What I'm saying is I personally don't want your shit connected to my account.
Gotcha.
Not Quinn, but this random person's software.
The software, yeah. Okay.
I don't want that connected to my
That's
account.
that's the vulnerability. You know what I'm
It
saying?
is.
Like, what if they can rob both of us?
That's a huge vulnerability.
Our software malfunctioned and it looks like you're locked out of your accounts and da.
Like, imagine doing that. I don't know. Like,
I gotta see.
I would have to talk to Bain too, because like saying that now, just imagine having a large Discord and a whole bunch of accounts being connected to that. That software.
That's a good point.
Giveaway.
That's probably what's going on. Somebody being
Like,
able
we could
to
be
steal
great.
the
We could be
trades.
great people. Yeah, we could be great people, but what about that company? That's a third party.
Then y'all coming at us when something get messed up.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
All Jordan's fault.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
But to me, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I wouldn't want that just because it's like, bro, what size is your account? Do you know if I lose a trade, sometimes I revenge trade? Do you know, like, and that's what I was gonna talk about, like sizing accounts. Like, I don't always follow my rules. I'm human. Like,
no one does, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't want nobody to ever get that like twisted where it's like, yeah, I preach this stuff. I also practice it and I do it in real life. But I mess up. I get FOMO and jump into bad plays. You know what I mean? I take bad losses sometimes, but it doesn't happen all the time because I'm just used to like, oh no, back to my trading strategy. I'm tripping right now. I'm not trying to tell my wife I lost 30 bands this week. I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? So things that click. And you'll know, like, okay, cool. I'm not risking this much. I made this much money. Cool. I hit my goal. This is the extra money I made. I'll risk half of that. You know what I'm saying? It's the investing. But Dennis said this, and it's very important to identify this. It's the investing and trading game. What are you doing right now? Are you trading or are you investing? I forgot what class we was on, but he had said that, and I was just like, I forgot to tell him, like, bro, can you repeat that again? Can you repeat that again? Cause like, bro, like that hit it home for me because it was just like I never even thought about it like that. Trading and investing are two different things.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For sure.
No, yeah.
Two different skill sets. Two like completely different skill sets.
You know that, but when you're trading, are you conscious of that? Right? Because words are powerful. We always, I just be investing and stuff like that. No, you're trading.
No, yeah, that's a difference. Big, oh man, no, yeah.
There's a huge difference in that. You know what I'm saying? Investing is long term. Traders are short term.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shouts out to Dennis for saying that, bro. Because it's like,
yeah,
I'm gonna figure out a way to go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I think you I caught what you were saying. I was reading something, but I think you was talking about I think that was about the Walmart, right? I kind of feel like that was about a Walmart trade.
Yeah,
Luther was talking about, and you were saying,
yes, it was.
Yeah, Walmart is like, a household name, and I think he was saying that it was gapping. No, it was going up after earnings, and Luther, I think, wanted to play puts. And you were saying, like, man, Walmart's a household name, like, people are buying shares for Walmart because the value of it. So trying to turn that mindset off from like the trading aspect to the invested. I think me and DC was talking about it too. Just changing that mindset and that thought pattern. But when I talk to Jordan, and I always go back to this, and I told him like, yo, GDP about to come out. He like, GD what? I'm in a trade I'm on this 1 minute chart, bro. GDP ain't affecting me. GDP, EDP, I don't care what it is, but I'm gonna trade this. So you getting in or what? I said, yeah, bro, I'm getting in. What's the strike, bro?
Jordan don't care about none of that,
bro. What's the expiration, bro? Yeah, I'm gonna get in, bro. GDP negative? Yeah, I'm getting in. What's the strike?
Why is that a loan entry right there?
Oh, so I took I didn't take this actually. I thought about taking it. I would have took it. So we got a trend line right here. We just see all these wick rejections, right? And then we finally broke through and closed above. So now that we closed, really could take it in this range, but we closed above this zone of wick rejections. So that's it. Just taking it for a bounce back up here to retest. You can either retest this level, you can retest up here. That's all.
So you'll wait till that counter get back in, test that little box again, then take the trade?
Nah, I took it right here.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if you was looking at the screen while this candle was forming. It shot up and dropped back down. That's when I put this circle in this line right here and said, get in here.
Oh, so yeah, that's what I'm trying to understand now. So that candle, that long candle, you ain't waiting on the next candle. You just want to, even if that candle break it and test it right then and there, on that same candle, you take the trade.
On the close, we dropped the box down some to actually touch the top of some bodies, or some openings. Yeah, on the close, anywhere inside of here or above is the entry. So this candle would have gave me the entry.
Okay. Or if the other candle would have came in the box and closed above.
This candle came and retested.
Okay, so I could take the trade right there if it come in and then get a reaction.
Yeah, if it came back and retested again, yeah, you could. Here's the retest candle. So it might not come back to retest. We could see some action right there.
Hey, Jordan, you on a 1 minute? Yeah.
Yes,
Can you take it to a 3 and then a 5 minute real quick?
Yes, sir.
And then it's forming a pattern. I guess that's a pattern.
Take it to the 5 minute real quick.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Take it back to the 1 minute.
Yes, sir.
All right, you see this right here? You could wait for this retest too. Oh, I'm sorry, Luther. You could wait for this retest right here. See them candles going down? It's gonna keep going down. Go back to your 3 minute. All you gotta do is wait for that retest. What you got? A minute left? All right, go back. That was your retest. Go back to the 1 minute. Okay, it didn't retest yet. You could just wait for it. Why? Because it's still playing inside of that range. There you go. Just go. There go your retest. There go your retest.
Moody. When that happens,
what you just called that to the T, bro. Like
you did.
Like, I'm saying Jordan did. He planned it out.
I told you the 3W is a Friday night.
But that candle got to close inside that box in order for me to take that trade, right?
Nah, that's your retest. So it broke out. this is another retest candle. And
That's
now
a-
you see it's going hammer, right? Hammer here, hammer here. So it's holding this support now. This was resistance. Now it's holding support. Support by this candle, supported here.
Yeah, on the 1 minute, you would look at that as a double bottom too. Both of those wicks you see as entry. There you go.
But both of y'all saw that. So Moody and Jordan saw that. You drew it out. Like what would make you not have paper hands when that wick went right through the bottom of that box?
For what? What am I gonna sell that for? Well, okay, sorry. That's what's in my head, right? It's like, for what? So one, the reason I'm not paper handing is one, this wick coming in the box is literally testing the support. It was resistance, turn support. All right. So I'm not afraid of a retest. We know that breakouts have retests. So one, just off of the knowledge, breakout patterns usually have retests. I know it can retest. So if it retests, what I'm finna run out the trade for? It retested. You knew it could retest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then the other aspect of it is
flag.
I have the
hit your green, watch it hit that green line.
I have the trend line here as well as support. So even on the retest, worst case, as far as holding into a little drawdown, worst case, it comes and touches the trend line and bounces off the trend line. Right.
Oh, I'm out right here. I'm out selling.
And that's why my
Nah,
stop is
you out right here at the green. There you go. Now you're out.
First target hit.
Oh yeah. So Luther, that could have been your second entry. Like if you missed the first entry,
yeah,
you could have waited for the second. Looks like that retest about 3 times. Let me see. 1, 2. Yeah, about 3 times. So you could have got in out of any of those entries at the bottom of that wick. If you saw like, all right, we hit the bottom, right? But then we bounce right back up. I'm gonna get in right here. Sometimes people say wait till the candle close, but if you're feeling a little frisky, like Jordan, he's like, no, I'm getting in right now. Candle's still open. I'm getting in right now because I know we just bounced off this level.
I can play. I'm I'm already sold. I'm sold.
Luther said, I'm out, dude.
I'm out. I'm out.
Luther said, I'm out.
I'm finna go to Queen right here.
But
man.
Jordan, to the question though, off that trend line.
Let's go, Luther.
You also in your stop loss area too. So even though
not the area.
Well,
Not
I'm saying
the
you're
area.
retesting off of the trend line, but that's also you willing to see or potentially it pull back into that stop loss before it pushes back north.
This is the actual bottom of this is the stop loss.
Right.
Yeah. So this, I'm not worried about anything in here. I'm not worried about. Once it comes outside of this, then I'm like, crap.
Can I say something? That's supply and demand what he just drew right there. That's just his demand zone. It's his supply turn demand.
And now I'm gonna move my stop. Move my stop right here. So of course, crypto, move your stop to profit, right? So you could go ahead and say, well, if I'm up already, I can move my stop loss up here. Right. So I could be like, boom. Now that I'm in profit, my stop loss is at break even or in profit. So there's no way you can let the trade go red. Right? You could do that. Just let this
You in this trade now, Jay?
Nah, bro. I thought about.
Oh, you just. I got you.
I just charted it live, like how I would though, if I was.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. To see that happen like that in real time, it just let you know, man, that you got to prepare for something like that, because I'm thinking like, man, that thing like it's finna fall right through, but that's just to shake out the weak hands right there, like me. Because I was
like me.
Yeah.
Well, he on a 1 minute chart too, so you gotta think, right? It's a lot of data on a 1 minute chart. Looks like that retest about 2 times. So you change the time.
I said, try to put up a 5 minute. Let me see how that look.
Yeah, so you see the 5 minute is only one retest, right? So that one candle, it broke that support, touch back, say, all right,
you went too big. You went too big. Go to the 3 minute. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He asked to see the 5 minute.
I think Luther traded on the 5 minute. So you would have saw that retest only one time, Luther, on a 5 minute. But if you 1 minute, you would have got shaken out because you would have probably saw the retest happen. I think it looks like it happened 2 times.
Yeah.
So yeah, it happened 2 times on the 1 minute.
Yeah,
You probably got shaken out at the second retest because you were like, "Oh, we going down already." Like, see that it's still bound. Let me take. That's why Moody say, "Well, Moody, calm down. Let me take it to a 5 minute, 3 minute. Let's see what's going on, bigger picture." And you would have saw that we're holding price on the bigger time frame. Okay, we're just holding price, so we just a slight little retest, and that would have kept you in the trade. And now look, you would have sold on
Dennis.
Huh?
Can you please look? Hold on, look. Can you please remember this time? What time is it? It is 12:56. Remember 12:56? I don't know how to tell you this, but bro, please go back and watch this video and just watch yourself talk. You're amazing, bro.
That's all you, bro.
You're amazing. No, Dad, don't do that. Don't do
That's
that,
you,
bro.
That's you, bro.
Don't do that. You're amazing. I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. Keep going.
That's all you. But that's basically what what you would have saw, Luther. You would have saw that 1 minute, and you would have got out, right? And then you were like, "Damn, look, it shot out." Because I'm on the 1 minute. I'm on the 1 minute chart, but switch back to the 3 minute. Switch back to the 5. Switch back to the 5 minute.
Nah, bro. You do sound just like Moody, though.
So spicy.
And switch back to the 5 minute.
Look at that.
That's spicy.
Look, Luther, you would have stayed. Luther, you would have stayed in that trade, bro. You wouldn't have got out in that 5 minute chart. But on that 1 minute, you would have been out in that second candle because you like, well, we took
triangle they out.
And look what happened.
But you know what I always see? I always see this same pattern where it's I guess you call that a pullback, but I'm gonna start putting a trend line on top of it. You see that thing right there, Kaden, all the way up there, Jordan? And you pull, that's like a flag pattern. It happens like that all the time. So you shouldn't be getting shook out on that little flag before it goes.
But yes, it didn't hit way. Okay.
That always happen. That pattern always shows up if something finna run.
Luther, it's called triangle they out. When it goes up, it creates a vacuum. When it goes up, it creates a vacuum down, and it shoots up, and they're gone. Rob's gonna talk about it.
Yeah, I think so, the 1 minute chart, you're gonna get a lot of wicks. You're gonna get wicks. The 1 minute, and that's what scares people out there trade is the wicks. That's why people say, I don't want to get stopped out on no wick because I'm gonna chart the body, right? So like if you would have had your stop loss at the bottom, at the top of the wick, right?
God.
And so what would have happened was you had your stop loss at the top of that wick.
2 minutes.
Your stop loss would have took you
RSI. I'm sorry, Dennis. RSI. I need an RSI.
Bruh. I'm sitting over here like,
look, we're done.
Yeah,
but he's on a 2 minute chart. Look at the 5 minute. Hasn't touched it yet.
Why? Talk your shit.
It just did.
It just did.
Yo, and now, go to your 15. Go to your 15 now so they can see it. The break of the 50 median. You see the break of it? God dang, bro. It's so beautiful. Talk your shit, Dennis.
That's you, bro.
Talk your shit.
There's your live trading for the day.
That's your live trading, bro.
Yeah, man. That was sweet, man.
That's what we be doing, bro.
Like that, man.
That's the one.
He did that shit on Heiken-Ashi candles?
No. I just switched it to Heiken-Ashi.
Oh.
That was a good entry, though. I mean, Jordan was risky with that entry. I probably would have waited to the second retest, but he got in at the first. Like, nah, he ain't waiting. That's just me, but yeah.
All right, so look. So go to the 3 minute, Jordan, and see if that helps anybody's psychology, like how the candlesticks play out through your entry. That may help somebody right there just seeing those bull flags.
Yeah, I would have got in at the second.
Now you know what?
You could have got in on that red candle.
Yeah, of that inside.
Or you could have broke on the green. You could have entered on a green live candle when it broke.
Yeah,
that
I
red
think Jordan, you got in at the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
see, so the bottom, bro.
He's more risky. He's like, nope.
It's not risky, this nigga, bro. I don't understand this guy.
Yeah. He's different.
I don't understand him.
He's different.
I'm trying to tell you. I know I'm nasty, but he's like, that's different, bro.
He's different.
He's different with it,
Y'all
bro.
see it live, man. So there you go, Luther. You finally caught one. Every time we do this, Luther be gone somehow.
Every
Man.
time.
Every time. Luther do not be there.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, that was perfect there, man. I'm like I see. But on that 3 minute, I can call it. I've been trying to do that rally-based rally, and that's what that seemed like on that 3 minute, where it rallied and then it based with the red candle, then it shot up out of there. When you did the candlestick on that 3 minute, and it looked perfect. I can understand that.
Like,
shout out to Luther Trey, this grandson, getting his grandson on the chart.
Yeah,
Start early.
That's what's
hey,
son.
for anybody and everybody.
Oh,
I'm
your
sorry,
son, my
real
bad,
quick.
my apologies.
What you do is when Jordan is doing these live trades, ask him to go to the time frames that you go to when you scout. Like I was like, hey, go to the 3 minute. Because if you go to the 5 minute or if you go to something like that and he has his setup, how he entered the trade, you'll start to see like, oh, okay, that's what fakes me out. You know what I'm saying? And even throughout these processes, you'll learn to say, hey, or you can figure out to say, hey, you know what? Maybe it's the 3 minute that I need to use because that doesn't mess with my psyche so much. You know what I'm saying? You just got to understand which is the time frame that you can see the patterns clearly and that's psychologically a help you stay in your trade, right? Because when you're scalping, this is the mindset you should have when you're scalping. Depending on the time frame that you're using, and we're going to be using anything between a 1 minute to a 5 minute, you only want to stay in your trade for that one candle. If it's a 5 minute, for that one candle, maybe two candles, right? Because that's how scalpers trade. They're in and out. If you're in a 3 minute candle, you can use it you could scalp something for the next 6 minutes or something like that, but it's high probability setups. You see how fast that happened? That's what you want to find. That's what you call a high probability setup.
Moody, when you're doing it, so you went one, obviously, we're just going time here. It was 1, 3, and 5, and you're looking at the 3 and 5 for I guess surety that you don't like get scared out of your trade. But do you prefer the 5 or the 3, or does it matter? It's based on how long you plan on being in the trade, right?
I prefer the 1 minute always.
I'm saying like when you back out though, like when you went from the 1 to the 3 to the 5, would you ever go from 1 right to the 5? Because usually I'm looking at 15 to 5 and the 1. I don't generally look at the 3 that much. But I was just asking, like, if you had a preference.
No, I don't have a preference. I don't have a preference to answer the question. Like to say, like, why I did it. When I asked him to go to the 3 minute and the 5 minutes, because I wanted to read the live candlesticks, and I also wanted to see how long those candlesticks had to their close, right? Because that was going to let me know what was going to happen on the 1 minute.
Hey, Jordan, let me ask you a question here. This is a psychological question. If you was in that 1 minute and it did test that, and what if it stalled out for a few minutes? How long would you give that trade to actually
Look, it's ready to get back in the trade. Damn, I'm sorry, Luke. I was just trying to turn. It's just it's a morning star. I'm just trying to help you. That's a morning star right there, and that's a 1 minute chart. Go back to the 3 minute. I'm sorry. Let Luther talk. I apologize. I'm sorry. I need to learn.
No, I was just wondering if it was a stall, how long would you get that trade to actually work? If it wasn't moving, if it just was like, say if it did test and it wasn't moving and it just stayed right there for a few minutes, how long you would get it and be like, man, I'm gonna cut this. I ain't even let it stop loss. I'm just gonna cut it.
I'm not until it went to my stop loss.
Okay.
Jordan, somebody asked if you could replay that trade in the chat. Somebody asked if you could replay it.
Sure.
That's fire.
Let's take it on back. So, welcome to live replays with Jordan. And
What's the sponsor?
Man, honestly, I don't know, because I tried to post that video I had with the Wu-Tang, and I got these copyright notices. YouTube was like, copyright claim, Wu-Tang. Man, So luckily for me, they didn't have no like penalties or nothing. But all right. So we saw this trade, pulled up the chart. You know, we saw the trend line here holding support. We saw this resistance area right here, or our supply zone, right? Cool. Okay, where the little RK jump? There you go. Next candle. Next candle. All right, so I entered on this candle. Why did I enter on this candle? Well, we had a close above or within or outside of our supply zone, which means these folks are like, yeah, we buying this joint up, and it's not rejecting, right? So I try not to like get too deep into like technical names, support, resistance, supply, blah, blah, blah. What does it mean? People were selling. Every time we come right here, they selling. This time, they like, hey, forget all that selling, dog. We buying this joint up. So what I say, bet. We buying this joint up, we buying it up. So that's the long entry. Next candle. Comes back and retests, forms a hammer. We chilling, right? Next candle. Pushes higher. We chilling. Next candle. Next candle. Next candle. All right. So next candle, this is again, we know on breakout patterns, we're going to retest, right? So this is where we get that. How are you so calm? How are you not shaking out? How are you okay with going down a little bit? I would have sold. Or the classic, every time I get in something, it reverses, I sell, and then it shoots up the way I bought into it. All right. Two things. One, I already know breakout patterns are likely to retest. We already know resistance turns to support. This was resistance. It turns to support. That's what it's supposed to do. Right? Why we tripping over stuff doing what we know it's gonna do. So I didn't trip. Right. Then I had this trend line down here anyway as an additional support. So even if it pulled back through this level and tested this trend line, I'm still not tripping because it's a trend line. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, even if you drag it right here, so it's basically been 5 bounces off this line, bro. I'm cool.
That's
right?
cool.
So if we broke and closed below it, then I'm out and it's a loss and I move on. But I'm chilling, bro. So give me
But it broke your red box.
And it broke the box, but it didn't close, bro.
It didn't close. Yeah, I think that's the key, bro.
But what do you mean?
You gotta elaborate.
Can
you gotta elaborate
show me
on that, Jordan, because people see those wicks and they like, yo, I saw the price. So before when the candle was developing, like Luther said, I would have got out because I saw that red candle go all the way down. And he got FOMO, not saying he got FOMO, but he saw that candle go all the way down and he would have got out. That's it. But like you said, bro, you got to elaborate. It never closed. So what is the wick? What is the wick? What does the wick mean?
Let's go.
That means, so, okay, appreciate you.
And what does that close mean?
Exactly, bro. You got to break it down. Break this track down. Bro.
Dennis know what you talking about, Jordan.
We need to break it down for the people in the back. Break it down for the people in the back, bro.
Break it down, man. Break it down, man. Don't sugarcoat me, man.
Let's go, Luther. Don't half-ass him, Jordan.
Oh my God. Okay. So, dang, y'all want me to turn back up. I'm sure y'all like this dude losing energy. All right.
Yeah, take it
Look.
back. Let's start over, man.
That man said start it over. Like, take it to the beginning again. Rewind. Start a new recording, bro. Start a new recording. Hold on. I'm gonna do that for real.